Hello, 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 everybody. I am your androgynous android late night DJ, Caster.
And I am your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
And this is the Neon Caster Twitch channel, or shall we say, this is Caster's Classroom. Do we need to go and do a new intro that just so that redubs us under the guise of the premise?
Oh man, yeah. Stop the stream. Stop the stream. Everybody, leave the stream and come back in 5. No, I'm kidding.
Give us some time to workshop and come up with some pictures. No. But yeah, we're here with a brand new pilot for what we're trying out. We've had our monster of the week, which we will return to. But one of the ideas that Rafi floated to me that I thought was quite fun and at least personally nostalgic is to in the realm of retro games check out old edutainment and children's games and go and give them a play and feel the vibes of this particular era of game making, I suppose. Well, actually, I suppose it'd be better to ask you, Rafi, what is your kind of what drew you to this concept to do as a set of streams?
I think for myself, it's a mix of things. I do have a lot of nostalgia for a lot of things, a lot of edutainment software of this era. I had a lot of humongous entertainment games as a kid, a lot of putt-putt games, and I just have a real fondness for that. I also love the fact that these are designed for children's attention span, so a lot of these I expect we may be able to reasonably complete in a single stream. To that point, the 3 titles that I'm bringing today, I have been wondering, will these fill our roughly 3-hour block? And I think probably. But I think being able to, being able to eat the whole meal and then to kind of rub our bellies and go, yes, the familiar taste of the past, but also to have some interesting conversations about, how do we feel about this as not just something fun, but as something useful, as something educational. Do we think this is hitting on its objectives? And what do we think its objectives were? I think there's a lot of fun opportunity for discussion there, and also just be able to hear that great humongous intro sound effect we'll be hearing in a couple in a minute or two of that ooh yabba 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 woo.
Yeah. No, I get you. I didn't play many of the humongous games as a kid. I think they had less groundswell in the UK, but I played a lot of edutainment games as a kid. My voice reactive is a little out.
That's why you turned out so smart.
Funny. Yeah, there we go. I need to drop my delay sensitivity. I'm like, it's not responding on the beat in the way that I would like. Let's go and fix that. We should have it working now. Excellent. Okay. Yes. Distracted. Yeah, I didn't play humongous games specifically, but I did play a lot of edutainment games as a kid, more than actually playing actual video game consoles. My first kind of console that I owned was a Nintendo 64, and then prior to that, a Game Boy Pocket. Not even a Pocket Color, a regular Pocket with Super Mario Land on it, which wasn't very good. Super Mario Land 2 was better.
Lovely little ditty that I'm realizing me reciting chiptune on stream would be a regrettable experience. So I hope you at least enjoyed the sweet sounds of Super Mario Land.
Yes. When you brought up the ditty, I did immediately summon the song in my head, and I'm sure. Yes. And I'm sure the chat is immediately, or future listeners are definitely also doing so. But yeah. I played a lot of edutainment CD-ROMs, a lot of Logical Journey of the Zimbinis, a lot of Magic School Bus. And so on and so forth. So when you kind of brought this up, I was like, oh, actually, there's quite a few weirdly long-form ones that I played as a kid because they're designed to return to. I think you also played The Incredible Machine, Professor Tim's Incredible Machine.
I did have one or two versions of that. Yeah, I don't think I had the first one, which is for like DOS, but I had
Hmm.
some that were for. I had like one or two versions of it that were for like Windows 98 or Windows
Yeah,
2000
I
or
think the one that
something.
I
And
owned that was just called the Incredible Machine. They weren't numbered. Maybe it was like European versus UK releases or whatever. Is apparently Tim 3.
mm,
And it has the scope for CD audio, so all of the background tracks had lyrics to them, including the hip hop one, which is so good, so
and
good, so good.
and
It's on the list.
and you get that song with the guy going "Whoa, the machine" in the background. Yeah,
That's like the
lots.
techno rave one.
Man,
Hell yes.
were you a precocious child? As I think it's I know I'm purely opening myself up to getting dunked on by saying that I think I was probably somewhat of a precocious child because I do remember taking some sort of satisfaction in learning new words through
Mm.
media, and
Yes.
edutainment software was a good vector for that, being be able to go like, ooh.
Yeah, I while I did get made fun of for being a fan of the Magic School Bus as a kid, it did put me genuinely miles ahead of every other student in every science class we ever had in primary school. I was like,
See, and you
I
thought I
genuinely
was
know this
dunking.
already.
You thought I was dunking on you when I said, and that's why you're so smart.
It definitely helped at the time. Although weirdly enough, I think the only time that I remember a game specifically making me go, I don't know what that word means. I need to go to a dictionary and go find it. Hi, Cruising. Good evening.
Hey,
I'm going to
Cruising.
need to reload the chat thing to make sure it works properly. Give me a moment while I go do that. Was
Mhm.
playing Curse of Monkey Island, where there is a puzzle where you have to escape from a python by using an ipecac flower. And there is a sign that says that the ipecac flower is a purgative, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. So the puzzle was genuinely unsolvable until I found a dictionary about it.
That's funny. I Meanwhile, I'm just thinking about being like in kindergarten, and I genuinely don't know where I learned the word rare from.
Mm-hmm.
But being so like, oh man, I I didn't learn the word rare in school. I learned it from outside school. And then
Mm-hmm.
just during recess, going up to a teacher and saying, 4-leaf clovers are rare, right? Expecting to be applauded for knowing the word rare. And the teacher was like, yeah. And that was the
Mm-hmm.
end of the interaction. And I was disappointed that I
It
was
turned
not
out to not
applauded
be a
for
$20 word that you were hoping for.
it. It was not.
No, that kind of stuff is great though. For those who don't know, I've talked about it in passing a handful of times before, but I have been working in education and children's media for like the last 9.5 years. Um, this does not necessarily mean that I am a teacher. We work with educational consultants a lot, but over my time, I have gained a pretty nuanced understanding of what it means to make something for a child in a way that is intentionally nourishing, but also fun. Because that's my job, right? It has to be both a thing that they can learn a thing with, but also actually fun to engage with. And maybe my understanding of what is fun to engage with when it comes to learning is warped. I did not like school very much, even though I was a reasonably well achiever. But I did like edutainment games, so maybe that is a sign. It's definitely a factor into me liking game shows and board games as an adult. Is the
Oh, that makes
process of
so much
understand?
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Uh,
makes so much sense. I love that.
Getting into the idea of mechanics and systems at a young age, but not ones that are like running and jumping, but ones that make you think about stuff. For sure,
I
absolutely.
love the idea of you're just like, oh, class is so boring. And then your teacher's like, pop quiz. And you're like, yay.
Mm. Sort of. Definitely tempered by the idea of me being a very self-conscious kid, so I was not really one to do something where I would feasibly embarrass myself. So pop
sure.
quizzes in a way of kind of like, we're going to pick on someone and we're going to ask you to do a thing and you're going to be correct. It was like awful. I hated mental maths tests because it wasn't something where you could take your time to think about the answer. It's like maths on an audio tape, right? So you just have to perform correctly at speed on the fly while other people are in the room witnessing you being able to write down the answer at the same time as everybody else or not. And that did me in psychologically. I hated that. I feel a major reason I love history as a subject with the Crash Course videos and the Assassin's Creed games. Oh, sure. I think actually if in an alternate universe where the Magic School Bus was about history and not science, that probably would have done it. And unfortunately, my experience with history was mostly rote memorization of names and dates and wars, because British education specifically, there's an entire like part of the curriculum about British history. And that is, aside from the jingoism side of it, mostly just remembering the fact that the bunch of kings and wars happened about the UK, and that's why we're so glorious today. And I found that so horrendously disengaging. anyway,
this much the same in America.
Yeah. This kind of this kind of nostalgic sentiment will definitely come up in as we get into the game. What game are we playing today, Rafi?
We're gonna start out with Let's Explore the Airport with Buzzy.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just get right into this.
Absolutely.
I did press start correctly, didn't I? Okay, there we go.
That seems to be going.
So
it's going.
This is not just Humongous Entertainment, but also Random House,
like the book
who
publisher.
I believe published. Yeah.
Ooh. MIDI, let's go.
Yes. 1995. All three of these were published in 1995, and I believe this was the first.
Mm-hmm. I think this is a little bit of audio ducking.
Hi, I'm Buzzy the Knowledge Bug. Welcome to the airport.
Knowledge Bug.
This is a very busy place. People coming and going, planes landing and taking off. Helicopters, seaplanes, jet airplanes, hangars. There's so much to explore at the airport, so let's get going.
Opening thought, actually genuinely nice that they made a point of having bare levels of insect anatomy of kind of like, okay, Mans has 6 limbs.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
I'm fucking Pokemon brain poisoned, but the number of bug Pokemon that don't have 6 limbs or arachnids that don't have 8 winds me the fuck up. I hate it.
That's a good point. I'm just gonna look at these.
Go ahead and type in your name, and I, Buzzy the Knowledge Bug, will keep track of your score as we play.
Score?
Okay. There's apparently a score. Okay.
Also, appreciate you going directly for the purple. White is a weird choice for this. Oh, okay, it's outlined, but that still feels like very, very hard to read.
Perfect. Oh.
Hey, let's play a game. Just pick one, and away we go. If
okay,
you need
so
any
this is a
help,
separate
just
thing.
ask me, Buzzy the Knowledge Bug.
So is this we explore the airport, and then when we know some knowledge, we can come back and be informed?
That sounds like that may be the case. So let's go back to the airport. Let's save time to play for later.
They should
'cause
probably
right
have
now,
steered us about. Oh no! I am genuinely going to be looking at this as an educator, making mental notes about what I do and don't like about the presentation. I'm sorry.
No,
in
that's fine.
advance.
I think that's part of what's fun about this. Because, I mean, truthfully, anybody could go and download this and play this, but you wouldn't necessarily be having the pedagogical analysis that I think could be interesting here.
Mm-hmm.
And I should say, for myself, I am interested in pedagogy to a degree, at the very least, because as someone who makes tabletop role-playing games, a lot of what that is making something to teach people, and in a way that they will enjoy.
Also, hi, Yellow King Hunter. Good evening. Welcome to
Yellow
our
King
pilot
Hunter.
of our new show idea.
So this staple of Humongous Entertainment stuff is, hey, you want to click on things? We got a bunch of stuff that'll
Oh
happen if you
wow,
click on them.
multiple different animations per item too.
Multiple animations.
This
And
also might
sound
sound
effects
weird, but when I was a kid, I didn't really feel a major drive to learn how to sound out letters or even learn to read until I played games that didn't have voice acting. Sure, I mean,
No, that makes sense.
everybody has their own kind of like a motivation for understanding a thing, and it's not. It takes until you get about to like key stage 3, or like, which is I would say about 9 or 10 years old, before you understand why learning things in school has a palpable value. And even then, actually, you'll probably want to be in kind of like starting to do GCSEs, so like year 11 years old or more, to really have that palpable understanding of why you're learning a thing. So making learning fun is genuinely so important to get them to retain the information at all, because otherwise you're telling them something and their little baby brains are like, well, why are you telling me this knowledge? Not in a, you're wasting my
Jet
time,
Ranger
I
2.
genuinely do not understand why you're telling me this. Oh, is it
Yeah, so okay, if you click the what is this button, you'll be able to click on things.
Jet Ranger
Oh.
2.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's fun. I just assumed you would say helicopter or plane, but no, it's like, oh, okay.
I should
case
probably
you are,
say it's a helicopter first, but okay.
in case you are the kind of child who fixates on certain kinds of vehicles. Oh yeah, let's see what reading
Oh, yes,
aloud
please.
sounds
The
like.
Concorde is a commercial jet, often used for flights across the Atlantic Ocean. From nose to tail, it is over 203 feet long. And from wingtip to wingtip, it measures 83 feet. Its powerful engines can run the plane faster than the speed of sound. In fact, it can go up to 1,354 miles per hour, more than twice the speed of sound. One reason it can do this is the special drop nose that the Concorde has. The cabin holds from 128 to 144 passengers, depending on how the seats are arranged.
I remember when these were new, and
Drop
like the
nose.
design of this was really exciting.
The Concorde has a drop nose that is specially designed to cut through the air at high speeds. Since the Concorde flies faster than the speed of sound, this nose design is very important. The pilot lowers the nose when it is time to land, so he can see better.
Oh, huh. That's cool.
Does
I
it
love
say?
that
Does it
there's a
say or define
dedicated
something if you
print
click
button.
pilot?
yeah,
good,
bingo!
good. Yes.
The pilot is the person who sits at the controls and flies the plane. It is the pilot's job to make sure the passengers and cargo arrive safely at the airport. Sometimes a pilot is helped by a second pilot called a co-pilot.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so if I click here, then I get into the cockpit of
So you can kind of navigate around the space by just doing all sorts. Sure. I get this. I've definitely played a handful of. There was like a kids interactive encyclopedia that I remember having, where you just kind of wandered around the world and did things, and as you went into like the I guess kind of like information pages on each thing, you could navigate that way as well. It was basically like Wikipedia diving before Wikipedia existed.
Oh, there's an index. Okay. Now, I will say it would be kind of fun if this was set up in a way where it's like, oh, can you find all of these things in the environment?
Sure.
I
would
feel
also.
like that might...
Oh, sorry. Do you know how old target age for this is?
I actually don't. I do not know.
Let me go
off the top
look
of
that
my
up. Hold
head.
on, navigating,
Yeah.
because I think that's going to be useful knowledge.
I agree.
I'm being incredibly sweaty about this.
No. I think that's... Listen, this is why I'm hype about this. This is cool and good, and I want to learn what a pillow are. What a pillow are! Fuck me!
What pillow
Pillows are
be?
soft cushions that passengers
What
rest
that
their
pillow
heads on
do?
if they want to take a nap.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm kind of wondering what the most basic thing here.
Ron Gilbert worked on this. Ron
What'd you say?
Gilbert like Monkey Island. Oh, no, that tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he co-founded Humongous Entertainment. Okay.
Dog.
God, the sounds.
Comfortable. People. People often take their dogs with them on trips, even to the airport. When dogs or other animals travel by airplane, they ride in a special container called a pet carrier. This container keeps them safe and comfortable during the flight.
I do enjoy the fact that if you roll over a word,
Comfortable.
it'll just read it for you.
Mm-hmm.
In.
Oh, that's also one of the things I'm running into under current job for kids 3 through 8. This is a little high for 3. I think 3 is definitely pushing it, but I could see this being a 6-year-old kind of deal. Genuinely, a lot of this kind of thing is very much based around how much children are able to read themselves unaided. So that this says stuff out loud does help this be functional at all for people who are like 6 or younger. The other thing that I'm actually running into my job at the moment is information
Landing
pages
gear.
where the words are quite complicated. So like talking about ancient Maya and talking about the settlement of Chichen Itza, which is written, and then a kid who is like 8 will look at that and be like, I don't even know what pronunciation rules I need to know to say this word.
Yeah.
So finding the ways of this is an important word that we need to know to be able to understand the information we're telling you. However, how the fuck do
Whopping.
you say that? Is not what the child would say, because then they would get in trouble. But Yellow King says, my edutainment game is one of those plug-and-play book-based games with the Marvel theme. Oh, those are so clever. The technology that kind of like recognizes what page you're on and where you are pushing on the page is genuinely a really impressive piece of tech. I found though that kind of like leapfrog technology is genuinely fascinatingly made.
Toilet.
Important.
Forgive me for the toilet humor.
Hey, target audience for sure.
Check out this guy.
Oh my
Hell
god, hairstyle and jumper. Peak time period. Look at Charlie Brown looking ass sweater.
I know you want this man so badly, and I am. God, what is it? Does it look like Luxord?
No.
He looks like Luxord.
He does
though.
look a little bit like Luxord, I guess. I'm not a fan of those brown slacks. This is
fair.
this is definitely a Gap shopper.
What? Just what is a man?
Oh well.
This makes sense.
So does this mostly boil down to we get to explore the space, and then when we get to an unusual object, we get like an info. Oh, is there an entry? Can we find an entry on inflate
Closet.
meals? No, not via index. I want to navigate in the world.
Hell yeah. Okay, so clicking down there opens and closes. These are the restrooms. Okay, let's. Aha!
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Hot.
Food. Hot. A hot plate is like a mini stove. Food and drinks are kept on the hot plate to keep them warm until it's time to eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, they've got pop in there.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
I guess
poppin'.
inflate soda is definitely a thing.
Soda, sure, but pop?
No, well, is this I guess that's a regional difference matter. Yeah, the narrator is. I actually found that in the Wikipedia article as well. I kept it open for reference. Voiced by Jim Cecil, which is not linked to a wider range of his
Nuts.
work. But let me go find out about this man. Jim Cecil, very much a TV personality, has done lots of adverts and commercials mostly, which tracks based on the way that guy sounds. the voice guy. Yeah. Oh, and he's
Beverage.
across like
Beverage.
so much of the
Beverage.
humongous games. Beverage is definitely a bigger word. There we go.
It's a big word for kids.
He also
And I
worked on
appreciate the fact
Lilac
that-
Wars, which is Star Fox 64.
Mhm.
I was like, oh yeah, it's called something else.
Cold. Many grown-ups drink coffee. Coffee is a drink made from coffee beans, the seeds of coffee plants. Coffee is a dark brown color, like the beans.
True.
Many grown-ups drink coffee. It is usually served hot, but can also be served iced or cold.
I do enjoy the fact that the
Cold.
individual readings are different from the
Oh, the full sentence reading. Yes.
Yeah.
God.
Also-
the work required for them to determine every
Coffee.
unique.
Coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, so this is coffee in the body text and
Coffee.
in the header text, which are two different
Sure.
readings of
What
coffee.
about that second coffee?
Coffee. Coffee.
Sure, all right.
Coffee.
So then it reads to me like they did a read of every single index title in the game, and then tried to kind of break down exactly each unique word, which is difficult. That's a very long recording day. This guy's been run ragged on this one video game.
This must have been a long time in the recording booth.
Mm-hmm.
So does this count as did you say in-flight entertainment or meals?
I wanted in-flight meals. Yeah, this counts. We found it.
Okay. Oh, we did it.
I was waiting for a
Food.
chicken or fish kind of joke for it to make or whatever.
Ah, fish.
Yeah.
Fish get.
The
Oh
fish
my
bomb.
God. This is, you can tell this is pre 9/11.
Uh-huh. This guy got paid a lot in 1987. Oh, yeah. A whole lot of advertisement stuff this guy did, apparently. Ooh, I wonder if this is the type of plane, considering this is where the Concorde is, like, near. Oh, what's that? Oh, I see. Okay.
It's
That was-
got visual gags and intrigue.
Uh-huh.
But what was it you were looking for?
So I remember as a kid, which is like around like 1999, 2000, 2001, most flights having a headphone port and an in-flight radio that just kind of looped a show on the hour that you could listen to across the time, and then they would have pull down screens at the end of the row to show TV shows and movies on that you would tune into, rather than it being in the back of seats.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I guess that's the kind of like standardized model after this plane, though, because I do not see headphone like jackets in like a seat. God, that sound effect is very charming.
Terrifying. I didn't realize this was a horror game. Let's see, what here can we learn about? Notebook.
sure.
Notebook computer. Wow, what a term.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard the term notebook computer maybe ever. That is wild.
Notebook. Notebook computer.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I guess this is before the term laptop was coined.
I guess.
You know that Ghost made at least one kid never play this game again.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Beeps. Can learn what a wheelchair is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think we may have enough information to be able to unless there's we can explore the actual like airport itself, right?
Yeah, I want to see what this pre 9/11 airport looks like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like baggage check and security, you mean?
Yeah.
You got it. I've looked here and there, and I just can't. Oh,
What? Huh?
You've got to help me. I've locked myself out of the plane again. I've looked here and there, and I just can't find the keys.
Oh dear.
I agree. Oh dear. God. Oh,
What-
that's cute. This is the putt-putt theme. Ticket parcel. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Ugh. Oh, nope. Didn't want to go to boarding. I guess I'd want to go down here.
You unlock the find keys side quest.
Like genuinely hearing that, I was kind of like, is there going to be a find key side quest? I
Mhm.
doubt it.
Oh, actually, a thing that I wanted to mention, these definitions are doing the standard. So for this particular age group, language acquisition is still a process that they're acquiring. So it's not
Mhm.
just the process of learning a new word, but the actual grammar and syntax of where that word can be used sensibly in a sentence. So it is very good practice when having glossaries, or what you would call keywords or important words in this, because the word glossary means jack shit to a child, is to have a sentence that defines the word and then using a word in a sentence that gives you more information about the item. So all of these so far have been doing that. Because, like, you know, the second sentence, some posters have pretty pictures on them and are printed with lots of colors. Feels useless, but we are understanding that it is a noun, how the plural works, talking about how poster, you know, it's not a verb, it's not an adjective.
And I would also say I feel like the second and third sentences are useful for like setting the scope of what a poster can contain. You know, understanding that a poster is not just a band poster. You know, a poster can also be a purely informative thing.
Ooh, is there a gift shop at the back there? Let's go
I
buy some
think
booze.
Duty free.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
So
Sea
I have to
Yeah.
ask, what do you
Mhm.
think the two magazines underneath are from the clues given? We have Takeoff magazine. What's
yeah. It's just what's covered up are 3 question marks. And though, you know, I say, oh God, it might be like eHome or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just looking, and it
futuristic.
seems very like eco-friendly, environmental.
Mm-hmm.
And the one below that,
It's just called Air.
oh God, it could be. I wasn't even thinking about the name, but just looking at the styling and thinking like, oh, this could be like a gun magazine.
Yeah, it's either that
That's
or it's
very-
kind of like
very American
it
of
feels
me
like
to
a very
say.
Vogue cover to me. That it's kind of
Mm.
like, you know, block coloring. If that was removed, that'd be a very fashionable for the 90s model on the front.
Fair.
Cruising, we did relatively early on get a quite detailed diagram of a Concorde. So maybe we might be able to get some. You can spam click it. That's amazing. We might be able to get more detailed examples of other kind of vehicles, because there's probably like a refueling vehicles and stuff like that. Well, you could probably like inspect a baggage cart.
Yes.
Fatty Bear makes rare appearance. Rude.
Yes, Fatty Bear is another humongous entertainment character.
Just you can't just go around calling bears fat like that in a headline, like.
Listen, it's how he identifies. It's literally pride, and I don't think we can't take this away from a bear like that.
Oh, shout out to all the fat bears out there for sure. But
Shout out to all the fatty bears. Oh, so loud. Oh, damn.
not the same woman.
Yeah, actually, just okay.
She's
this does
very
take me
East Asian
back here.
in that sprite. It looks very different here.
Very
And she's,
different.
First Nations, actually, considering
Right?
going by
Yeah,
the
I was
jewelry.
I was just going to say, looking at that necklace, yeah.
A thing I have noticed for the time period, we've found a wheelchair user and 2 people of color pretty swiftly in the
There
limited
was-
number of humans we have seen so far.
There was a person of color on the like very first screen who was the person who's unloading their car. They were like 10 pixels, but still.
But still, I ran that pixels color through like a hex code, and I could tell.
Yeah, I held up the Family Guy
Like-
traffic stop gradient checker.
Hey,
Gate
we
A.
may find somebody like that in this
Gate
airport.
A.
We will see.
Let's see,
Grim,
what is...
grim joke. I
Oh,
apologize. Oh well, at least the TSA agent is Latina, I guess. God.
Hey, why do hummingbirds hum?
Because they don't know the words.
It's,
What did they say?
was it clicking on the handset?
What's black and white and black and white and black and white?
A penguin rolling down the hill.
I was waiting for a
What's black
newspaper.
and white and black and white and black and white?
A penguin rolling down the hill.
Oh, you can't do this to me.
Hey, why do hummingbirds hum?
Because they don't know the words.
Ah. Why do
I missed-
hummingbirds hum?
Oh, okay.
Mr. Spielberg? Mr. Stanley Spielberg, please phone home.
Mr. Stanley oh, that's cute.
Hmm.
Again, very different person. That's very
Mhm.
funny. Oops, didn't mean to close out of that because I was still kind of curious about.
As a fully grown adult, the Concorde pick followed by the cockpit POV overwhelmed me. Hey, you know?
Yeah,
Gates A through B.
yeah. I think it's definitely a large part of the quantity of this game seems to be learning the definitions for things, but I think there's also a good amount of this that is kind of showing the shape of things. Oh, let me click on you again.
Welcome to the lobby of the airport.
Ah.
This is
okay.
one busy place. Passengers can buy tickets and check in for their flights at the ticket counter.
Oh my
There's
God,
an
buying
escalator to the
tickets at
parking
the
garage
airport?
and to the concourse where people board the planes.
Buying tickets at the airport is a strong move.
What are you gonna do? Buy them online?
Although I guess it's more because this is an American airport, most likely, and I suppose domestic flights are probably much more common to buy on the day. Because the idea, to me, even internet aside, of going to an airport
Sounds great.
to buy the ticket to fly that day, absurd. That would be so
Yeah.
expensive.
And also just like God, I hope I can get on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Clock, clock, clock. C L O C K.
Okay.
Interesting.
Understood. I guess that scans more of the kind of the 3-year-old side of it.
Yeah.
Although the most of the information here, it feels like knowing our letters is kind of a prerequisite to being able to play this game properly.
Bird, 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 bird cage,
'Cause
bird.
I think as somebody who is still an early reader without an adult, they would struggle with a page that looks like this so bad, even if it read it aloud to them.
Uh-huh.
Lovebirds. A bird cage is a house for pet birds. A bird cage usually has a perch inside,
house.
which is for the bird to sit on.
That's so cute.
Some bird cages have swings, and some have mirrors too. Canaries, parakeets, cockatiels, and lovebirds are some pet birds that live in bird cages.
Interesting that mirrors is
I just
here.
realized that you were like, bird!
Representation in media. Happy Pride.
Oh my gosh. I did like the...
back here.
and it teleports you.
Now there's something I can't do when I fly. Sleep. Some guys have all the luck. Sometimes there's closets on airplanes to store stuff like hanging suitcases and coats. Also, the flight attendants use them to store their supplies.
So we can just keep on clicking on them for more.
Now there's something I can't do when I fly.
I guess two or
I
so
get-
things. Adult brain in me is kind of like, no. I need to know exactly how many things you have to say. You can't just do it at random or just not tell me until it loops.
Here is the galley of the airplane. Galley
The
is
galley.
another word for kitchen. Flight attendants make coffee back here for the passengers. And on longer flights, they put the passengers' meals together back here. It's an awfully tiny place to have so much happening.
I guess it's like a
Even
ship's
if you
galley,
don't get
right?
a meal, on most flights, the
I guess so.
passengers are at least served drinks and a snack, like peanuts or pretzels.
Because, like, I suppose the idea of obvious to say, but now that I think about it, the flight was invented after ships, so like most of the terminology would be specifically ship-based until a new neologism had to come around.
Like the cockpit of a boat, yeah. It's kind of wild to me that each of these has a separate animation. I'm just clicking through them very rapidly.
And then they need to be
Okay.
pixel arted as well, actually.
Right?
All right, we're on the airplane. This is where the passengers sit. Each passenger has their own seat, their own tray table, and an area above their seat to store their carry-on baggage.
I would
I
like to
feel
get
like-
onto the runway, please.
Let's see.
Because we're not going to be able to sensibly get onto the runway in here. So I wonder if there is a way to
Oh,
get
who
round.
is
there.
she?
Oh,
What is this? Skycap. I
Oh.
haven't heard that before.
Skycap, Skycap. A Skycap is a worker at the airport who helps passengers with their luggage. The Skycap carries the luggage, puts a baggage ticket on it with the passenger's flight number, and makes sure it gets to the right airplane.
I mean, I guess there's a specific machine that does this now, so the
I guess
role
so,
no
yeah.
longer exists. But it would be like in a hotel, the guy who is it the bellhop? Who
I think so, yeah.
not that I've actually been to a no. I have been to a hotel before where there's been a bellhop who wanted to take my bag, and I felt very flattered, but it was unnecessary.
Oh, maybe that's the valet. I guess.
Well, the
I guess
valet
it would be
handles
the
your
bellhop.
car, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah, there we go.
It's the runway, where the planes take off and land.
Take it
It
to the
looks
runway.
pretty busy today.
Looks pretty busy.
Only one jet at a time can take off on the runway. If there's more than one, they line up and take turns. Big airplanes need long runways because they have to build up speed to take off and room to slow down when they land.
I guess you can inspect now these planes in finer detail.
Baggage.
Oh, wow. What a sound for that.
Yeah, I love that they're just like, oh yeah, it just pulls a sound effect.
Oh,
Let's
the
see,
person
do we-
handling your car will be a chauffeur. Chauffeurs drive you around, right? Although this might be a whole thing of like a regionality as well, right? The Pokemon League rules say only one jet at a time, says Skylar. Fuselage.
Fuselage. Now that's a.
See, actually,
okay.
I genuinely don't know how to pronounce this word. I've already said fuselage.
Fuselage.
Okay.
Fuselage. Fuselage.
It is a long A, then.
F-U-S-E-L-A-G-E.
Any
I'm
other
surprised we're
good-
not getting
Push out, tug. Push out, tug. P-U.
No, you don't need to spell that, honey.
Oh, once.
Where?
You're scrambling for the horny joke. I can hear
Tug,
it. I can hear the gears turn.
tug, tug. Pushes. Slowly.
What? Oh, I guess I was hovering over that. I did not mean to say slow.
Pushes.
Pushes.
Push is real good.
Pushes. Slowly.
Not
I'm
real
surprised
good,
we're
just
not.
slowly.
How did you manage to get the info, like the I guess the kind of like diagram of the Concorde? Because I was expecting us to be able to do that for these planes as well.
Yeah. So if you click onto the plane, then it'll either take you inside. You can see, I guess, if it has the kind of big, the fatty arrow, then that'll go inside something. But if you click the "What is this?"
Fuselage.
and then
Oh, there we go. The Airbus,
And
which
then
is
you-
still definitely the kind of common flight plane. It's just been. I don't know what the modern number for it is now.
at least 2.
Mm-hmm. The Airbus 311.
The.
God, just being in a scenario where I'm like, oh, I need to think carefully about where I let the cursor rest, so it's not just like the.
Okay, so there is the A350 and the A380, which is more modern, but the A350 is actually used more. Weird. It's a shame that there aren't that many instances that we've seen of like full diagrams of planes.
Yeah,
Because the helicopter did the helicopter get one?
I mean, I think all of these do get one, and you can switch between the external and internal view.
For sure. But I quite like. Oh, does it say the different parts out loud?
Sorry.
Like, you know, you see the annotated diagram, which is a very important design technology concept to learn for Key Stage 2. I was expecting it because radar scanner, I think, is a difficult word in the same way as fuselage. I'm surprised it wouldn't read that word aloud.
Slat.
Oh, they do.
Aileron.
Oh,
You know,
wow, big word.
certainly a like complex word to sound out. I would not. I don't think I would feel confident saying that word before now.
No.
Aileron. Okay.
No, I wouldn't either.
Oh, come back, galley service truck. I want to click on you.
Ah, the different types of
Car. Oh, I missed car also.
needs to be quicker
I'm
on the
never going to be-
draw.
I'm never gonna.
DC-10.
Oh, okay.
Ah, different type of plane. Okay.
Slat. Flap.
What did
Chat, are you a slat
what
or a
did you
flap?
what did you just call me, video game? I will not take
show your
I will
flap,
not take
slat.
being called a slat on air.
I think famously slats do take. Never mind. Here we go. Oh, okay. Yes, galley service
Galley
as in the
service
kitchen.
truck.
As in the kitchen.
Dirty.
I think have we seen everywhere now in terms of scenes?
That's a good question. Oh,
Okay.
I haven't seen this. Goodness. Oh, actually, who is this little guy?
Airplane.
It's just airplane.
Just airplane.
Okay.
Oh, sure, fair enough.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, fun. Mechanic, scaffolding,
Scaffolding.
hook.
Big. Hooks.
Indeed.
It all checks out. It all checks out. Let's see.
What about that
anything else?
like the turbine that's on the floor? What's the info? What's the lowdown on the turbine?
Yes.
Oh, jet engine, sure.
Sky. And fly.
Let's see. 6. Oh, wow. Okay.
Rafi is having a ball with the pronounce this word feature. Hey, sometimes you just want to be read to, and that's okay. I am not one for audiobooks, but this one has a soundscape to it, so I appreciate it.
It truly does. This is the audiobook that bites back. Let's see.
Are you one for
we
audiobooks,
did-
Rafi?
You know, not typically, but hold on. My boyfriend is giving me a very funny look like he needs to ask something of me.
It wants to ask what the book's big hooks are, clearly. While you're solving that, I'm just going to close the window because it is now starting to get chilly here. I know that in the US, both the US and the UK are going through heat wave bullshit at the moment. It's been a much more tempered day today, but it's been horrendous to work out how to dress for. Like this morning, I'm like, yeah, it's rainy. I'm gonna wear my coat as I go out and do a thing. Immediately, I step outside. Sun, melting, sweaty, awful. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, evening, cooling. It's still pretty warm in here, so we'll go with something like chilly now. Love this weather. Be consistent. Be consistent.
That was a very good reason to be interrupted because my boyfriend got a promotion and is
Tell him
has to keep it-
congratulations, chat. Wish Rafi's boyfriend congratulations now. I'm holding a gun up to you.
Yeah, I need to find a good word to click here.
Yes, find a congratulatory word, please.
Feet.
No, all I can find is feet.
It doesn't have feet. Stick.
Thank you, Cruising. Polite.
Thank you, Cruising, and thank you, Yellow King Hunter.
No, much appreciated to both of you.
Skids.
Oh, that's great. And
oh
yeah.
yes, no, we did play around in here dangerously.
We did take a look. Yeah, just flipping some things on.
Joystick. J-O-Y.
That's a genre, right?
That's a video game website. Probably not anymore.
Oh, I was thinking. Never mind. I don't need to make every ribald joke that comes to mind. That's you two putt. Okay. Oh, for like putt. Yes, that's good. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Not necessary. Didn't need to see that. Yes.
Birds. Pigeons. Cooing.
Round
Pigeons
little
are
bodies.
birds that are often found in parks and in parking lots. Pigeons make a cooing sound, have short legs, round little bodies, and they wobble when they walk.
Oh, there's
Pigeons
laugh in
prefer
there.
building
Nice.
their nests in protected areas, like under bridges, roofs, or inside buildings.
Also, from like thinking about how to put this, the educational
I hope
experience
you enjoyed
of
your stay at the airport.
putting this kind of thing together.
Cash
Oh
register.
god, what the fuck was that noise?
I'm not trying to make everything say words while you're talking. Please continue.
Fuck me. Okay, yes. So doing line reads of explanatory text, where you have to, it's saying it with a smile because a smile will carry. You have to be very clear in all the words and all the diction. So even if it's in your natural speaking voice, you're trying to make sure every single word is clear and understandable in the preferred dialect of region. It's actually quite interesting that we've got a I would not necessarily call this guy's voice the prestige American accent. It's pretty clean, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like it's not newsreader by any stretch. Whereas in the UK,
Yeah, I was just thinking the newscaster accent or the news
in the
anchor.
UK, that's actually a very big thing that happens in a lot of edutainment stuff. Where in the World is Carmen San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah, the more modern version of that, I say more modern comparatively, like the 90s version, not the DOS version, that's the one with Lynn Thigpen as the commander in it. And so all the characters have their own character voices, and they're all, because the art style is very like 90s Saturday morning cartoon. So there's a surfer character who sounds like a surfer and so on and so forth. The English re-release of that redubs everybody into more or less RP across the board, and it's very strange.
Really? That's what a choice.
It's a bad choice, genuinely, but it was like they
Yeah.
were so concerned about making sure that either it would ring false for all of this to be delivered by an American accent, so we need to redub it, was the first thought. And the second thought was, oh, if it's not delivered in the Prestige, they would get the pronunciation of things wrong, or like or some kind of like misunderstanding. But these are all incidental like color characters as well, so they're not even like giving the facts largely. So odd, so very odd.
Yeah, that's. We do not need to homogenize the world, quote unquote, for the children.
Although it's Jesus. Oh, that's fucking Ripperoo's laugh from
Who's
like Crash
Ripperoo?
Bandicoot.
Oh, I haven't actually played Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. I mean, you know, all of, it's a whole bunch of different sound effects, clearly. But like, I guess I've now learned that Ripperoo's laugh is from like one of those stock sound effect CDs. Good to know.
Must be.
Everybody who parks in the parking lot at the airport has to pay a fee when they leave. And here's where they do it. At the toll booth.
Carmen San
Yes,
Diego
okay.
will make our kids British, localizers probably.
I love these background, like that background man who just walked by in that car was like, oh, these people are fully unshaded. These people feel like very early assets, and oh no, you telling me you don't have an index
Clown
entry
car,
for
sure.
Oh, is that someone in a oh
A
my god,
hijab, sure.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
Huh, that's fun.
I am genuinely very impressed about how broad the diversity of the characters are. Also, the
Right.
security camera. I thought that you were just about to cause a road accident there, Jesus. How that security camera is actively moving around. Sinister. Dislike.
Talk about Sinister.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, so can't go back there, but I can.
You've been in the term.
Oh.
No.
Good lord.
Yeah. Okay.
see,
I think we
yes.
definitely baggage reclaim.
Sit, Beefy, don't be a show-off.
Lost and found.
I appreciate the fact that this writing is not quite on angle to keep it straight, presumably so that it would be
Easier to read,
as-
for sure.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, no, absolutely love. I've not seen a baggage reclaim that looks. Jesus.
This game's fucking loud. Sorry, what was that?
I've not seen a baggage reclaim conveyor that's that small. But
Yeah, right?
I guess this is a
Boy, that
period
was
of
bad.
time where the number of people seated on an airplane is probably not that large. So
You can go into it, which is perhaps a questionable thing for children to go, yeah, I can go into this.
I have definitely, as a kid, resisted the impulse to be like, ooh, let's what would happen if I got on a conveyor belt on these and was moved around? The answer is horrendously dangerous. Obviously, don't do that. But it feels very.
It looked really fun in Toy Story 2.
It makes me think of if you go on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, at least he's getting exercise now. It makes me think of like in like Looney Tunes cartoons where you see industry occurring and the music's like.
I was just thinking, yes.
Scanner.
How do I get back to where I was? Because this different scene. Oh, wow. Huh.
Upping load.
Cool.
Baggage handler. Again, not the same person. I suppose the intent here is to be like, these people can look like many different people, but also it feels like the team that did this pixel work and the team that did the environment pixel work are pretty different. Like, they were maybe given
Yes.
the same brief. So they were like, oh, an ethnic woman is running the gift shop with dark hair. And the overworld spriters were like, oh, she's East Asian. And the portrait people were like, oh, no, they're First Nations. And just nobody spoke to each other.
Yeah. This, when I first saw, like, oh, this just scoots it forward, click it again, scoots it forward, click it again, scoots it forward. I'm like, oh, this is kind of intimidating. Also, what is this? Oh. Huh.
So they can hold it in place if it's something that's wheelie. Fair enough.
That makes sense. Not the bunny.
So many.
Oh, I can just keep clicking this sucker. That's great.
You've introduced an invasive species to this nation.
You get to learn what clouds are in this game.
Anyway.
Looks like this plane's getting ready to move on out. Over there is the luggage, waiting to go inside the cargo hatch.
Yeah, no, I'm actually curious what he says about it.
Welcome to the cargo hold. Right now, we're in the belly of the airplane, below where all the passengers sit. This is where all the baggage goes.
Right now, we're in the belly of the beast. It breathes.
Yeah.
We cannot escape.
We've been vored by an airplane.
Whoa!
That content
This looks like
definitely
Grand
exists.
Central baggage. This is where the
It
baggage
extremely
goes
does.
before it's loaded onto the airplane, and where it's taken before it goes to baggage claims.
What does that text
From
say?
tickets.
Days with no accidents. Only a month?
Oh, I could just keep
I'm just
clicking to iterate that.
Artificially
So,
inflating this. I understand. Will it go up to 100?
maybe time is just passing very quickly, huh? Oh my god, do you think this is like a counting tool for kids? Can
I
you
guess it's an
imagine
easy
just,
thing to program, right? And they're like, there's
I
no way
guess.
they would get to 999. Yo, 100, let's go!
I am very amused by the idea of someone like a kid going, okay, hold on, I gotta keep count of this. Cracks open. Let's go to the airport. Navigates to this specific screen. Okay, go ahead. I'll keep count. And they just using this as a counting tool. Good lord.
It does start in
Okay.
the mid. It does start at like 29 though, so not useful.
How do I get
Do you
back?
think we've
There we go.
explored everywhere? Do we have the information required to play?
It's a good question. I think we've, if not everywhere, then certainly most places. We've been here. We've. Pocket watch. Wow.
You definitely can't take that on the plane. Oh,
I love for Paris. The
His
two
French
distinctive things of
fries.
Paris are wine and French fries. Also, oh yes, that's cute for putt putt. I right-clicked and my cursor went. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think we might have seen practically everything.
because hey, you know, I'm down to investigate jungle at some point soon.
Yeah, I want to see the jungle, so let's go to time to play and see what all this is about.
Let's play another game.
Let's see what
Go
find it is.
ahead and choose a level.
I mean, hot.
Wait. Okay, confident, sure.
Hello there.
It's a matching game,
Let's
okay,
play
fine.
Find It.
Fine.
First, I, Buzzy the Knowledge Bug, will choose something I know you can find back at the airport. Then we'll buzz back over there and take a look. Keep your eyes open, and when you find what
We
you're
should have been
looking
doing
for,
this.
just click on it. Here's your first item. Now, let's see if you can find it.
Oh, we've seen
right.
that
And it
before.
kind of so we go to the
Down
like
below
runway.
is a picture of the item. Now, you have to go find it.
So I believe there it is.
Oh, do you have
yep.
to click on it again once it's actually in place? Because it has to be in that spot, I assume. So click it to get it out of the plane.
I see.
Yeah. Which is interface issue. Yeah, there we go.
Congratulations!
Good call, good call.
You found it. Let's
I would
find another.
I would have rewarded that on the first click. That's
Okay, let's see if you
Oh,
can find this one.
okay.
Good luck.
So these can be niche.
Down
Interesting.
below is a picture of the item. Now you have
Was
to
that
go
in the
find it.
kitchen? Not
Because it's
here,
thinking about
not
the
here.
angle of the thing as well.
How do I? Okay.
You can look to see if it's on the plane.
Not here.
Like
Trying
in
to.
the Oh, and we also have the ability to teleport using the index. Although this replaces the index.
Yeah, I can.
Ah,
get the
because they
index.
don't want you to cheat by just warping there. You actually have to find it. That's actually surprisingly cool. Where it's like, oh no, you don't get to just teleport there where you think it is.
You have to navigate the airport and demonstrate your. Okay, there we go. Gates. Okay,
Because
here,
we're in the right color
boarding.
story, but see if we can get.
Not you. Ooh, this doesn't look like the right angle actually.
Hey chat, do you think you know where we can
Oh.
find that?
I'm realizing when we get to the jungle and the third one, oh, and the farm, we should probably just start with
Start
that
with find
because
it.
I think
Makes sense, especially
Yeah.
if it's across all three of them. Oh, here we are. We did find it. It's here.
We-
It's the bag. You click on the yellow part of it, maybe you'll get it, or the handrail.
oh god, you're right. Yes. I somehow
Way to
did not
go.
see that.
You found it. Let's find another.
This is why we're here together.
This is
you
why
know?
we're here together.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see if you can find this one. Good luck.
Oh.
Okay.
Down below is a picture of the item. Now
It's
you
what-
have to go find it.
I
we think that's something
understand. I
fueling
understand where
up?
this is hard mode. These are definitely a lot more abstract. Somewhere where we've seen a bunch of wires and interfaces. Is it on the cockpit of the helicopter?
Ooh, good call. That makes sense. Let me go.
No,
it doesn't
wrong
look
color.
like it. Hey, let me out.
Is
Oh
there
man, now
another?
this
Oh.
this is a hell of a speedrun category. we haven't
we
been
haven't
here.
been in here. Was one of
Hello,
the
ladies and gentlemen. This is flight 715 to London.
was one of the magazines just called Shapes? Yes.
Shapes,
Cool.
ducks. Shapes 2.
No. Advanced.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
Okay, shapes and music.
Shapes and beats.
Okay, is it in here?
Mm.
No.
Can we get a more in-depth look at any of these?
No. Huh. I really am wondering if that's something fueling up.
Oh,
let me-
possibly. So would it be?
I guess not.
Where's the
there.
refueling? Is it in the warehouse or like a? Can we
that doesn't
enter
look
this plane
right.
anywhere?
No, I don't think so. Normally, I would be getting the fatty
sorry.
arrow on a.
Hey.
God, I forgot about this gay little man. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us fueled up. And happy Pride. Is it in the baggage zone?
Oh,
As in
okay.
down in the pit.
Wrong color.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if
okay.
we can find that periwinkle blue anywhere.
Oh shit! You can go in. Okay, right.
Let's say you
That
get
takes
back
you
out.
back up.
Sure.
Cute.
Because I'm like, where else have we seen stuff being plugged in?
Not here.
Can we get into security? Oh, lounge, Jazz.
Oh, did you mean something other than that?
Then there's like the waiting area and the departure lounge, isn't there? Yeah.
Gate A.
Interesting.
Then yeah, it might be somewhere on this plane. Oh! The backs of these seats are the right color.
It is the. You're right.
I'm surprisingly engaged.
It's fun. Wow, hold on. Who are you? Well, that is someone's persona, and I love that. Okay, so it seems like
maybe it is like
Loudest shit
behind
possible.
one of these
not the.
you're opening the trays at the back of the seats. Maybe that plug is behind one of them or something like that.
I need to figure out how to exit this. Okay, there we go.
Because there's also the napping guy at the back, right?
True.
Another way around here. A
Oops.
problem that he is, clearly this is a disembarked flight. So, so the fact that he's napping and nobody's been like, hey, the flight has landed, please.
He's just gonna keep on riding that plane and see where it goes, and I think that's beautiful for him.
Okay, are we out of ideas? Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's choose again.
Imagine this gives you the exact same one.
Oh, car. This.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Easy.
Way to go! You
Thank you.
found it.
Thank you, Pussy.
Let's find another. Okay, let's see
Yep,
if
we've
you can
seen that.
find this one. Good luck.
So these are definitely behind multiple interactions sometimes, which is quite clever. It was randomized mean.
Truly.
Congratulations! You found it. Let's find another. Okay, let's see if you can
That's in the
find
Yes,
parking
I've
lot.
seen that too.
Good
That's in the
luck.
parking garage. Now I'm really curious where the hell
That last one is, yeah.
Did not want to go back here, but it's okay. Oh, it keeps the track. It does not reset it. That's great. Oh, why are you taking me here? Parking. There we go. This
Congratulations!
genuinely, I think I
You
already said this.
found it.
Great speed
Let's
running
find
category.
another.
I can see this being in Cuso Grande.
Let's find this one.
We
Good
have to
luck.
find it eventually, Rafi.
Oh, I guess.
I genuinely do think it is on the aeroplane with the seats.
It seems like it must be this.
But I don't know behind which one, or if there are like multiple. So that big like tray in front of us in the middle right. So to your right, slightly more. In the foreground.
This one?
Yeah. Is this the only animation we get?
That seems like it.
Okay.
Oh.
Because we know that sometimes it can be something else. So I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's
Now I'm really wondering is there how many airplanes can you get inside? I guess I
True.
should probably not this. Go up.
How many
and
airplanes
then-
can you get
Seaplane?
inside?
Seaplane? Seaplane. Okay, yes, very cool. Let me in the seaplane, please. There we go. Oh,
Aha! Wrong seat design. Punished.
damn.
Oh, but the back panels animate, you say?
Duck. Duck, what is this?
Guide us. Oh, no. These are all on. No. Okay.
Birds.
So you can still get into the glossary,
Oh, good point.
But when you
Okay.
do that, it doesn't. It changes the button to the index, so you can't. Do we have plug somewhere? Or
no. Fuel fuel truck goes here, and then we go back to the airport. Oh, it just
it
takes
didn't
it back
teleport
here.
you. I see. Sometimes it does.
Brutal.
It thought of the edge cases. It thought of the edge cases, Rafi.
This is competitive gaming.
So we can get
It's like
inside each of these planes. It's just that this one we get in the.
So we can get inside some of them, it seems. Like this one, we can't get inside because we don't get the fatty arrow, which I apparently must keep calling it.
The fatty
This
arrow.
one we cannot get inside.
Like the fatty bear, indeed.
Exactly. Okay. Oh. How the back arrow works is a mystery to me.
It feels like you're pulling out rather than going back to the last screen you were in. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
We hope you'll be having a pleasant flight with us today.
Oh my god, Nostalgia Critic.
We'll be taking off soon, and I'd like to bring to your attention a few safety features of the Concorde. The Concorde.
Okay.
You're supposed to listen to the safety features, Rafi. The exits may be behind you.
We simply must choose a different one to no, you just keep giving. I see there's four others.
The odds increase every time. The
How
odds
does this
increase
happen?
every time.
How does it Okay.
We know that. That's the security guard.
Which
On
security
the
guard?
baggage check, she throws her ID badge at you.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Okay, not you.
I'm
but in
surprised I have
here.
the memory for this.
Ah, that is.
Congratulations! You found it!
It
Let's
genuinely
find
did
another.
help that we wandered around all of this before, and I'm like, oh yeah, we've seen most of these, just not
Okay,
that one.
let's see if you can find this
that
one.
is on
Good
the
luck.
Concorde on the top shelf.
Concorde. What is? Hold on, I'm having.
So
a
the longer
word-
fancy plane.
Okay. Yes.
It's up there, yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations!
I'm-
You found
I'm
it!
gonna be
Let's
so
find
mad
another.
if we work out where that last one is. Beryl.
Okay, let's see if you can find this one. Good luck!
Thank you for the luck. Thank you so much for the luck.
Good luck, he says, snickering to himself.
Okay.
So where else have we seen wall outlets? Okay. Can we? Oh, this is an angle we've not seen.
I
this
think
is
we
a
have
plane
seen
we've
before
been
because I
on?
remember clicking on that guy. But we have not been on it, and we don't seem to be able to enter. Oh, that's cute. Could
the yeah.
This isn't in the bag. We already checked underground in the
I
baggage
think
area,
so.
right?
The only other place I can think of where there's like a computer is where the car is coming out of the parking garage, and there's a security desk there, and I wonder if we can look in there.
It
No,
doesn't seem to
no,
be able to
no.
enter.
Let me in!
You don't understand. I'm on a mission.
The time is ticking. I need to find this photograph.
I'm on stream.
You wave manically this Polaroid of a plug socket and then a usual blue purple like object. And like, I have no idea what this is, sir. Neither do I. Time is running out.
Blood dribbles down my nose.
Because I'm definitely
God.
operating under like, where is this collection of colors we've seen before?
Yeah, this is just torturous.
Because it's like, it definitely feels like it's here. It's the it's the same grey and purple in this area. But yeah, I don't know if we've seen this angle yet. Can we
Is
get
this
to
the right gray, actually? I'm looking at this gray, and I don't see this
So
wall
when
gray
you
anywhere
open
here.
one of the back doors, one of the back panels, it's the same gray. But
no, I
it's-
think that's actually a different gray. I
Oh,
think
sure.
this gray
Can we
is
get
a
can we
little
get into the
browner.
cockpit of this plane?
Yes, and it was depressingly, depressingly heartbreaking.
Anything we can mute noise?
Oh goodness.
Huh?
Oh,
We've been seen.
Paradolia. I see.
Surely, thing dangling wouldn't be. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's going to the actual thing and not something silly that would be there.
I suppose
Okay.
good to know that that is actually what is there.
I suppose. Any?
No, I'm stumped. I can't think of where it
I
is.
too am stumped. Okay,
1 in
give
3.
us one of the other three. 33%.
It was really
1 in 9. 1 in 9.
Mhm.
Okay.
We've seen that. That's the large shot where there's the 1 in 3 to the 4. Thank you.
Way to go!
Buzzy.
You found it!
Buzzy.
Let's find another.
Buzzy help.
Yeah, let's.
Buzzy help.
Buzzy, help!
Okay, let's see if you can find
Buzzy
this
help.
one.
Buzzy.
Buzzy!
What do you mean we can't
Good
go home
luck.
until we find it, Buzzy?
Good luck, he says, slamming the door behind us, and then we hear a loud locking noise.
Because, yeah, I am thinking about what it could be. It does definitely feel like a wall socket. I don't know what else it would be. You know, like the Hyperpop album.
I think I see the fuel truck. Oh, okay. So you can maybe get some other angles. Maybe.
Yellow
Good
King, do you
grief.
see the truth? Is your
Have you-
is your
have
third
you
eye
seen
open?
this plug?
Yellow King Hunter.
Okay. We already
I
checked
wish,
in here, but
Because, like,
we looked at.
granted, we have been
seaplane.
streaming for an hour and a half, and but also I'm kind of like, oh, I want to know, I want to know. God damn it! I'm being actively bullied by this children's video game.
I'm in the exact same place where I'm like, oh man, we should.
Okay,
Oh god.
that
Wait, yes, the
is-
bathroom. That's
yeah,
the bathroom. No, not you.
What should be a programming error, and this is the only picture that doesn't actually exist in testing.
God, wait, let me in. Let me in. No.
You have to get
You
in
have
through
to
the.
let me in. Yeah, I guess I have to go in through the front
Normally,
entrance so
yeah.
that. Which I guess is a good thing for kids to learn.
Mhm. Don't just wander in.
No. Ta-da.
Congratulations!
Okay, Buzzy.
You found it! Let's
Buzzy,
find
help.
another. Okay, let's see if you can find this one.
The
Good
way-
luck.
Let's see.
The way it is not acknowledging that we are fully struggling to find this one specific item.
God, it does kind of look like that thing. I want.
Where have you seen the plug?
God, this is maybe our greatest challenge yet.
Mm-hmm. You know, like playing the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Soul Link Nuzlocke was pretty hard, but
Not like this.
It turns
Not
out
like
that
this.
like fucking Getsis is nothing on Buzzy the bug. Is there a specific type of bug that Buzzy's supposed to be?
I think he said he was the learning bug or something like
yeah,
that.
cool. Nondescript.
Okay. Imagine if it was behind this door or something.
Feral.
That'd be so mean.
Gnawing at my desk.
This is giving me the kind of like feral insanity that is making me see that like furry question mark who pops out from behind the seat, and just every time I feel myself getting more insane and just going, yeah, he's kind of hot.
You needed the pressure. You needed the pressure to do so. True. Only under duress could you possibly.
Are these bags small enough to fit in the overhead compartment?
If not, you can check it with me.
Gosh, there was a thought, and now it is gone. It has been removed by.
Hot furries do this to me all the time.
Oh. No, we can't invest in
Cute.
fair enough.
Doc. Okay, and we went in, and this is the only screen here.
That leaves the plan.
Life's cruel. Life is cruel.
We're just
It'll
gonna
beat
be
you
a
down.
9 out of 10 club. That's still an A.
I guess you're right.
It hurts me too, Yellow King. God, yes, this is the thought. So I have finally managed to get to playing Deltarune Chapter 3 after being really like entrenched in trying to rebeat 1 and 2 again on the same save file. And I'm like, fine. Oh. I wonder if there's a panel in here somewhere. Like the back panel at the end of the hallway
clicking
or something.
on everything.
Like in that cargo storage. At like the end back panel.
No,
No, and the little door to the left of her. Is it at the upper part of the baggage conveyor thingy? Oh yeah, the
You see, I was looking at this.
Okay. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, got around to playing like Deltarune Chapter 3 after kind of agonizing about getting around to that for a while, and I was like, yeah, now I'm ready to go and play and enjoy this video game. And the way that the game said, hey, for this chapter, we'll be grading you. The grading doesn't matter though. And then the grading super matters in terms of being able to access stuff, and I immediately turned the game off. I was so mad. I was like, what do you mean I have to start the chapter again and be good this time? Fuck.
I mean, from what I've heard, you can pay, just like, give money to someone.
Sure.
Instead of getting an S rank.
With the dent in the back bumper. Oh, yeah, I think you'll
But
like
I was
it.
kind of
It's
like, what
great.
do you mean I can't get in this room because my grade wasn't high enough? And you know
Why
what did
even
me
live?
in? What did me
What's
in?
that?
The mini game, not the actual challenge itself. The mini. I was like, my dexterity required for me to do this for some reason is not mathing, and I failed it like 5 times.
Which minigame?
So, without going into finer details about it, because the game is relatively new, you do the first challenge, and then it's like, here's a bonus minigame for you to do before you go to the rooms that unlock based on your grade.
One that involves jumping.
Yeah. Terrible at it.
Yes.
Terrible at it. And the game
Understandable.
kept making me do it, and eventually I crawled my way through, and the game was like, B. Fine. Yeah, it sucks.
It doesn't. I think once I realized that this is like Castlevania ass jumping. This is not Mega Man jumping. You do not get to adjust your.
You do not get to air wiggle.
Oh my god, where?
What the fuck is here?
Yeah.
This is new.
This is new. We've entered the flight control area.
Is there more to
okay.
explore in there? Because, like, that's a place we've not
God.
been. I'm like, could this be?
None of this looks correct in terms of colors.
No,
But
true.
also, look at these things.
Just blind him as he's in the middle of that.
Oh, that's cute, pretty fish. Okay. Okay, tell me what The air traffic controller is. I go to
And
planes.
she's serving. Oh my
Propellers,
god.
planes, propellers.
Wait, what was
Can
that?
we look at the air traffic controller again? Like, who
Yeah,
is
yeah,
she? Look at she looking to the side like, I know I'm good at this.
Her name is Roberta, and she is a queen.
Goodness. Anyway, how do you want to continue trying to find the plug?
Let's give it 3 more minutes until
Okay.
that
All right.
that gives it to 410, and I think
The way on impulse, I was like, is there a game FAQ? And there will not be. There will not be.
Super is not. Oh man. God, like it can't possibly be, yeah, it can't possibly be for
Because
oh, that's right, because if the way you teleport, I think, is by do this, then plane, and then fuselage, and then go there. Okay, so you can still teleport.
In the
It's
menu.
just more
Sure,
awkward. Index. Let's try.
Because I'm like, where is? Tried finding a guide, but I don't even know the game's name. It's called fucking no, I should know the game's name. Junior Field Trips Airport.
Airplane.
Fuel tank.
Because like, yeah, I guess it could be a fuel cable, but it definitely looks more like an electrical cable to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So I'm like, is there anything in the glossary that is about that could get us close? But I don't think so.
I was like, cabin, cable.
Cargo hatch.
No.
Thinking of places we haven't looked at in detail.
Whoops.
There's like the gift shop, but I don't think it had that kind of colored
Autopilot.
back wall.
I don't think we've seen autopilot, but okay, it's in this. Yeah, that makes sense. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, what happens if you click on Buggy the Bug motherfucker on that menu?
You'll get a neat surprise if you find all 10 things.
No, don't say that.
Some of these are hard, but don't give up. If you need help when you're looking around, just ask me, Buzzy.
Oh,
Okay.
You're playing the hardest level of Find It. Sometimes you have to click on the item more than once to find the right one.
yes.
You're playing the hardest level of Find It. Sometimes you have to click on the item more than
You
once.
can't tell
to
me
find
this
the right
twice.
one.
Okay.
There's a screen we haven't seen.
Okay.
Excuse me. Do you have info, Yellow King? Or what's the deets? Where have we not seen? Found it in the Steam
Found it in
trailer.
the
That's
Steam trailer.
hilarious.
Open that trailer, Caster.
Fucking okay. Hold on.
God, that's so funny that it's in a screen we haven't seen.
Because it might be actually. That feels very plausible. We have looked genuinely everywhere else. Junior. Oh god. I look at the thing and then it leaves me here. Field trip. Let's explore the airport.
I'm clutching my face right now just in pure like, oh my god.
Hi, I'm Buzzy. Shut up. Let me find. 26 seconds. Okay, thank you.
Baggage check?
Oh, yeah, I see it. So yeah. Go to the security lady before the lounge.
Oh, okay.
We can investigate the machine in more detail.
I had no clue. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god, genuinely last screen in the game.
Happy Bride! Happy Bride!
That's so funny. We're very smart. We're adults. We're educators.
Excellent! You found them all! Let's find more!
We're not doing. No.
No.
Okay.
Yellow
let's see if
King,
you can find
the
this
way
one.
you
Good
came
luck.
in clutch. Oh
For
my god.
real. Oh my god. Okay, we're clicking stop playing.
I am
Let's
no,
play.
no,
Go
we are
ahead
done.
and
We are
choose a
done.
level.
You don't want to do trivia?
Not
Are
really.
you ready for some
trivia.
Not only do knowledge bugs like to answer questions, we
fine.
love to ask them too.
He's a
That's how
knowledge
we get
bug,
to
not a
learn so
learning
much
bug.
Great stuff. So now I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can tell me the answers. Good luck.
Okay, so I think we can move on. The
The up
yes,
and
that's,
down. It is the
pitch.
pitch.
Bingo.
Okay, so these ones are trickier.
How about this?
It's the black box.
Super.
Here's the barcode.
Scanner.
Yeah. Was it just 3?
No, just
No. Okay.
lowers the elevators. Huh? Yeah. Oh, because up isn't an
Bingo!
option here. Sure.
Landing gear.
Oh yes. Thank you for reading that, so I could.
Raises the elevators.
Oh no! Does this not have an end?
I assume it goes forever.
Oh. Okay. Well then we're not doing that.
Let's play.
And is lost luggage just going to be?
Oh,
Let's
it's an
see if you can
actual
get the right
game
colored luggage
game.
to drop into its matching bin. I don't know about you, but this doesn't look so easy to me.
Oh, it speeds up the music too. That's fun. It's just the
Okay.
WarioWare minigame.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially the sped up music.
Okay, I think that's great.
Want to play a game?
And then
Do you
what is
want to
it?
play easy, medium, or
I
hard?
already want to back out of that.
A handrail. Oh,
Not a handrail, it's a barricade.
Okay.
Right you are.
Fair enough.
Right, we are. Okay, I think we have gone to the airport, folks.
Cool. Yes. Yes. Okay. Do we want to take it? I was like, did that appear on like the monitor in the narrative? And I was like, trippy. Okay.
We're so meta. Yeah,
do we
let's-
want to go take a 5-minute break to go and recenter ourselves after the
Let's
hell
go
that
take
was
a comfort
Find
break
It?
and then go to
The jungle, I would say.
the jungle,
I'm more
yeah.
interested in going to the jungle than the farm. But yeah.
Of course, of course.
All right.
Okay.
We'll put it to BRB. See you all in 5. Ooh, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games.
We have learning.
We're gonna teach you to read, how to spell all kinds of things.
Very good. I wonder what jungle it is, actually. Ah,
Oh.
it is.
Hi, I'm Buzzy the Knowledge Bug. Are you ready to explore the jungle? There are parts of 3 jungles here, all from different parts of the world. The Amazon area includes the jungles of South and Central America. It holds many neat things, like toucans and monkeys and even blue frogs. The African area has elephants and electric catfish and chameleons. In the Asian area, there are dragons and spitting fish.
What?
And even a plant that eats bugs. Why, there are just hundreds of things to see and do.
I hope they mean
what are we
Komodo
waiting
dragons.
for?
Yeah,
Let's go!
Yeah, I think the idea is that it's supposed to be intriguing, being like dragons are real, but also there is in Asia there are dragons. Is so
Yeah, just
it's so also
Am I playing Oriental
educator hat on,
Adventures?
knowing
Uh-huh.
specifically the kind of like educational consultants that I would show things like this to. They would immediately be like, I hate this. We want a world map where you can click to, like, you can see where Africa is and where the African rainforest specifically is. There is more than one. Assumedly, it is the Congo rainforest if there are elephants. Likewise, the Amazon. Weirdly enough, that it's Asia, America, Africa, and Amazon because I guess they wanted it to be alliterative. But these are 2 continents and then the specific area of South America, which is horrendously inconsistent. Dislike that.
Yeah, and just playing into the whole, like, Africa is a place. Asia is a like, you know, a single one place.
It is telling that the Amazon is geographically closest to America, and as a result is termed by. Yeah. But where do we want to start? Where do you want to start, Rafi?
Oh, let's find out what's with these dragons.
Let's rock the Dragon Ball Z. Ooh, do we want to open on the find
yes,
it?
Let's go to time to play. Oh, my
Go
name.
ahead and type in your name. And I, Buzzy the Knowledge Bug, will keep track of your score as we play.
Go.
Oh, in that we do still have find it.
Hey, let's play a game. Do you want to play? Hello there. Let's play Find It. First, I, Buzzy the Knowledge Bug, will choose something I know you can.
Just
Oh, I can click between them.
Oh.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Well, we're currently in Asia. I would guess this guy out of the 3 is in Asia. So we'll go back to the jungle and keep an eye out for a pretty bird. Other than me.
Ooh, is that a jaguar?
You're playing the hardest level of Find It.
Oh, he's
right.
not going to tell me
You
about
have
places.
to click on the item more than once to find the right
So
one.
we can stop playing if you want to get the narrative. There's also a strangling fig on that tree, which is cool. I wonder if yeah, sick.
Themselves. Strangling fig. This tree lives off of other trees.
This tree's so cool.
A strangling fig seed drops into the top of a canopy tree where the seed starts growing into a little fig tree. The little fig's roots grow down the tree to the jungle floor, wrapping themselves around the first tree as they grow. After 100 years, the strangling fig covers so much of the first tree can't get enough sunlight or water and dies. The ficus tree is a houseplant that is also a strangling fig. Dies.
Can you introduce me to the concept of death?
Actually,
Bugsy?
very important. Both in terms of
The strangling fig is found in all 3 jungles: Asian, African, and Amazon.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good. Why did we not get the world map first? Anyway,
We should have started with that, yeah.
discussion of death and dying is one of those things that's actually quite nuanced in education for younger people. There is a pretty open acceptance of discussing it around bereavement, because, you know, sometimes family members die when children are very young, and being able to have the resources to explain that sensibly in a way that isn't traumatizing is actually really important. But also for stuff like history, very, very difficult to talk about a lot of historical events or even historical errors without the idea of being able to discuss people dying. Like, how do we find human remains? Or when we say that there is a Roman Empire, how did they conquer those areas, and so on and so forth. For the UK specifically, because we have VE Day, like Victory in Europe Day around World War I. There is a big discussion there, obviously, about kind of like veterans and those who died in the war, so there is a lot of kind of material for young students. Key Stage 2, which puts them about 6, explaining that, and also having to do death at the same time is a thing that is constantly in ballet. It is a whole thing. The kind of conservative side of Britain and its education system wanting to say, we need to teach our kid about the war. It's one of our proudest moments in British history. But also, you ruined my child by expanding their understanding of the world and they're nuanced and existential now. I hate this, is a very no-take, only-throw situation from some parents.
Man, that's very interesting. Also, colossal eye roll.
Yeah. Also, tapers. That's fun.
Right? So cute.
One of my one of the Magic School Bus games, actually. Oh yes, because we're in the Asian rainforest. That makes sense. We have Bandu. Was Magic School Bus Explores the Rainforest, and I loved that game. And as a result, my kind of like parallel interest in like, I guess, rainforests as an ecosystem is quite high. So I'm going to be like, ah, this animal, yay!
Start. A family.
Love that euphemism.
Yes, sir. Goodness. Even though I would not necessarily call myself much of an animal person, in whatever sense you want to go put that.
Yep. Not like me.
The nature of ecosystems and things I actually find quite fascinating, even if I'm not like an animals are cute kind of way. I'm like, the way that all of these things, both flora and fauna, have evolved to both fuck each other up and exist peacefully alongside each other in an endless cycle is astounding. Oh, what snake is that?
Good question. Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
Deadliest. Other.
The deadliest other, the non-binary. Where are cobras in the world? Is that exclusively Asia?
Oops.
The cobra is found in the Southeast Asian jungle.
Makes sense. I'm citing genuinely my own curiosity, actually.
We're learning. We're having fun.
Kill.
Yeah, I guess that's to Cock of the Rock. Please read that to me.
I fucking love.
Like the peacock, Cock of the Rock. See, like the peacock, it's the male cock of the rock that is the more colorful. Only the males have the bright orange feathers that make this bird so recognizable. The males gather in big groups on the jungle floor, all using their colorful feathers to try and attract a female. But the male doesn't help the female hatch the eggs. Only the female will sit on the nest, because her dull brown feathers make it hard for enemies to spot both her and the nest.
Oh, actually, this is quite reasonable.
To be extra safe, the female often makes her nest on ledges, high above the jungle floor.
That's actually very reasonable, never mind.
Oh, look at this guy.
Agouti.
Agouti. Agoutis wander across the jungle floor, searching for fruit and nuts to eat. One nut that the agouti eats is the Brazil nut. The agouti is the only animal with jaws strong enough to break open the Brazil nut's hard shell.
Oh, wow.
While chewing, the agouti sits up on its hind legs, like a squirrel. An agouti with a full stomach will bury any nut it finds and come back for it later. Forgotten nuts can grow into new jungle trees.
Ain't that right?
Nut.
I was waiting for that so much. Oh, let's learn about the poison dart frog, absolutely. We seem to have moved to South America as well, actually.
Most animals know that this frog's bright colors mean it's poisonous.
Bromeliads!
Jungle natives sometimes put the frog's poison on the tips of arrows, so the frogs were named the poison arrow frog. There can be enough poison in one frog to kill several people. These tiny frogs hunt by day in the understory, feasting on termites and ants. Bromeliad pools are very important to poison arrow frogs, because that is where their babies grow up. When the babies hatch, they are carried to the nearest pool on their parents' back.
Subdermal, by the way. Horrifying.
People.
Wait, what did you say?
There's a handful. It might not specifically be the poison arrow frog, but there's a number of frogs that carry their young on their back, but it's subdermal.
Ooh, freaky.
Yeah.
Bushmaster, whoa!
Hell
what
yeah.
a name.
Bushmaster. Bushmasters are poisonous snakes that lie curled up on the jungle floor. These reptiles can grow up to 12 feet long,
You're no longer a
but
fan
can't
of the
attack
Naruto.
anything
Just
more than
process that,
4
you're
feet
looking
away
into.
when they're coiled up. They have poor eyesight, but move their head from side to side so the two heat detectors on their head can feel body heat from nearby animals. The Bushmaster relies on its speed and poison in its fangs to catch small animals. Since the Bushmaster's skin blends in with the ground, jungle animals really have to watch where they're going.
Mm. And all those
Fun fact.
cashew fruits in the bush up there.
That's a female cock of the rock.
Oh, and they're all trying to get attention. Digimon poison my Grisrad, Agouti is Agumon.
Fun fact, the supplement, right, I guess, the little zine I made of fictional fantasy birds, whose, I am actually blanking on it right now, but you did an audiobook version of it.
I did do an audiobook version of it.
And I made a magical variant of the Cock of the Rock that is able to use its crest to, I think it was like resonating with psionic powers, and the concept being, the luminous aviary, the concept of the luminous aviary being, here are birds for you to put in your fantasy campaign or just enjoy your
The way
reading
when
about.
you brought it up, I immediately was like, let's go to willfuel.itch.io so I can find it and put it in chat. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
And
Agoutimon Warp Digimon thinks a Metal War Agoutimon.
but the main idea of
Yeah, they are cashews, hell yeah.
Anaconda.
Did you know
I was gonna
that?
say,
Sorry, go finish the thought.
I was gonna say is the main idea being that here are birds for you to put in your fantasy campaign, and it's not focused on these being monsters to kill, but things to add to your world building and scenario creation in other ways.
Lore-filled fauna, absolutely. Did you know? Did you know that cashew fruits look like that?
No. Wow.
Eat. Apples.
Yeah. There's a
Sweet smelling.
surprising number of fruits and stuff, like the coffee fruit, for example, which we ignore the flesh of entirely, and we just only have the beans, like the seeds inside. Cashews are pretty similar. Nutmeg is also pretty similar. Nutmeg is a fruit. And we kind of have
Really?
it's the stone in the middle of it, like you would have a stone in an apricot. That was the nutmeg that we actually used for food.
Check this out. That's so cool. Oh, Monty Mole.
Grab them gems.
Okay, what? Oh, that's an emerald.
Would it be controversial if I now say coffee is seed soup? I mean, you know, I enjoy the was it like Avatar: The Last Airbender joke of like tea being like hot leaf juice. So no, you're fine. You're right, and you should say it. These full of termites or ants?
Leaf cutter ants.
Oh, yeah, they're cool.
Your mic is cutting out a bit on my end.
Sorry.
I'm assuming you're fine for the stream, but it's maybe
yeah,
hard
we'll
for me
see.
to understand what you're saying.
It may just genuinely be internet on my end, since it was happening recently. If I do cut out more, let me know. It might also be me needing to turn up my gain a little bit.
Funguses. Funguses.
Interesting. I would have expected fungi. Yams. Oh hell yeah. Yams, peanuts,
Potatoes.
Oh, I didn't know that
Giant
potatoes were native to the like South
either.
American rainforest.
Amazon.
Interesting. Found them first in the Amazon.
So does that mean that the potatoes that we have in the UK, I was going to say in kind of like, especially like Irish history, were actually imported from South America? That's fascinating.
I wonder.
Like, what type of bird is that? Like a pheasant? Watson.
Hoatzin.
Watson.
Oh.
I love that
Flying is not
Darkstalkers
what
character.
these odd-looking birds do best. They can barely fly, and when they do manage to fly, they usually end with a crash landing. However, all Hoatzins are first-class swimmers. Hoatzins build their nests over water as a way of protecting their young. Baby Hoatzins use a sharp claw on each wing to crawl out of their nest and dive into the river at the first sign of danger. When they feel safe, the babies use their claws to climb back up the tree to their nest. The claws vanish when they are 3 months old. Both baby and adult Hoatzins will only eat leaves. The leaves stay in their belly for 2 days and often give off a really bad smell. So Hoatzins are also known as the stink bird. Stink bird, stink bird, stink bird.
God, it's me.
Birds.
I enjoy swimming. I can't fly.
You keep
I
leaves
should
in your
shower
stomach
more.
for multiple days.
I do that.
Oh, it's the.
Oh,
Did we crash?
an error. Perhaps, yeah, just triggered an error. I'm curious. Oh wow, yeah, that just crashed. Heartbreaking. Let me get that back up.
Looking at the
and-
time that we have, we still do have an hour. Yeah, we can continue to explore the rainforest.
Yeah, well, I think why don't we take a breezy look through the jungle,
Mm-hmm.
and then
An
go
interesting
that way.
question, actually. What's the difference between a jungle and the rainforest? Because I would have called these all rainforests, but and actually, I don't think has it used the word rainforest.
Hi, I'm Buzzy the Knowledge Bug. Are you ready to
I don't think it
explore
has
the
actually.
jungle?
Oh, why did
There
I
are
disappear?
parts of 3 jungles here, all
Let
from
me-
different
Oh,
parts
have you
of the
vanished?
world.
Oh yeah,
The
Oh.
Amazon
I
area
have, but
includes the jungles of South and Central America.
I'm back.
Invisi Owl. We haven't been to the the Congo rainforest yet.
True. Oh. Pretty bird. Who's this bird? A lily trotter. Love that.
Big feet.
Trotters can swim, but they hardly ever do. They don't need to. They just look at that supermodel legs. Absolutely.
Right? That pose. Shoebill stork. Yeah, let's go. I
Yeah,
love these
Shoebills are so
guys.
freaky looking.
Shoebills.
Mhm.
I love the fact that they have 2 modes, and it's either scary as hell or like adorable, goofy Muppet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what your animations are, buddy.
Swallowed in one bite.
Oh,
Okay.
big guy. Goliath frog. The size of a pizza. Now that's a measurement that everyone can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Shy.
Is it a personal pizza or for 6 people? I mean, any pizza is a personal pizza with enough willpower, but I need a.
Royal antelope. Oh my god, look at this baby.
Tiny.
No bigger than a rabbit. Is this an adult? Is this an adult? Oh my god.
See,
Baby.
yeah, I was gonna say that feels like a very easy to consume animal.
Oh.
Gordira.
Oh yeah, we get some Bird's Paradise on the side. Love Bird's Paradise. Ooh.
And we specifically get the African elephant with the ear shape and everything.
African elephant.
Mm.
Ant bird.
The
Oh, fun.
ant birds. Scurry.
Oh, so it's like a miniature scale vulture or a hyena.
The
Oh, come on.
male will often mate.
Oh, who are these guys? Tomato frog.
Wow,
Whoa.
so large.
What? If you'll
Also
please-
poisonous.
Please forgive me for saying this is a chungus.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know whether it's going
Oh,
to
it
bother.
doesn't kill.
It just tastes awful. Gotcha.
Enemies, remember not to bite this frog again.
Mm-hmm.
But you were about to say something.
I wonder, because I guess I always forget the kind of determined difference between poisonous and venomous. And I guess venomous is when it like actively attacks you and has poison,
Yes.
whereas poisonous is like ambiently this thing cannot be eaten. So yeah, there's poisonous, not venomous.
Should not be eaten at the very least.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the idea of venomous frog is funny. Just that it like whips out the tongue
aggressively
and
gums
stings you.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Oh, this is the electric catfish that it mentioned earlier.
Oh. When did
Plump.
it mention this?
In the intro, it said what was in the different areas because it mentioned that the Asian rainforest had a dragon.
Plump. Sausage.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Now I got it.
Dung beetle.
Dragon is not here. Very sad.
Okay. Clarifying things.
Komodo dragon. There you go.
A matter of clarifying. Jungles are specifically near the equator, whereas rainforests can be any area that has high rainfall as part of its ecosystem. It does not necessarily need to be a tropical one. So the Amazon, the Congo, and South Asian jungles are all indeed that, based on their location. So the terminology is correct.
Thank you for checking. That is good to know. I did not know that.
I didn't either, so I'm like, I'm glad to know.
Are there really only 3 areas in this? I guess 4 with looking underwater. Seems like
I guess it makes sense that the areas are smaller since there are 3 separate spaces to look.
Hi.
We're looking at the canopy.
There they are. That's
Turrico.
the Turrico was the bird we were looking for with
But.
find it, but I did not mean to click but. But I think, given the time, we'll probably issue the
Yeah,
search.
fair enough. We can see because this one had 2 unique mini games, right? But I do want to go and find that. They're howler monkeys as well, and lemur. Is that a lemur?
Colobus monkey and
Bush
a
baby.
bush baby.
Bush baby. Bush babies.
Yeah. Yeah. We can.
Colobus monkeys take turns sleeping, so one is always awake to watch for enemies.
It's funny that they say enemies instead of predators, and I completely understand why.
Well,
Oh.
it feels like the
Aw.
discussion of the word predator in that other sense is very much a modern conceit, but also I
Hornbill.
think it's mostly
K-pop tree.
a K-pop tree. You say, Stan Luna. I will return to that thought in a second.
K-pox.
It's probably more in terms of okay. So thinking if we're branding all of these as 3 through 8, even in the instances of like, okay, this is a 6-year-old and this can read this out aloud, too much text. This is absurd. Especially
This
with
is a
stuff
lot of
kind
text,
of with the flat crown and the covered and epiphytes, which actually I want to know what the fuck that is because I don't know what that is.
Oh.
How do you
Epiphytes.
epiphytes? Sure.
Epiphyte.
Epiphyte.
E-P. Epiphytes.
Sure.
Air.
Epiphytes.
Plants.
Gotcha.
There.
So yeah, this level of text density, I understand maybe when they were working with an educational consultant, they're like, this is a much more complex idea, so we want to make sure that all the information is there, but this is too dense for the age group by far, even if read aloud, which is kind of a shame, but I think it's mostly just kind of like compartmentalizing the level of detail that we're exploring.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. There's a lot of information, and like I'm finding it rewarding, but also I am
Sunbird.
like 25 years older than the target audience for this,
Oh, pretty.
right?
Spoon.
Raindrop shaped nest. Oh yeah, I've seen those before.
Very cool.
Actually, interesting that this isn't so actively discussing what animal is that? Is that a which rainforest are we in? We're in the African one, right? Oh, that
Yeah.
would be a crocodile then, I guess.
I love animation that just changes the art style on it. Ooh, who is this? That's
The
a leopard.
leopard.
Oh.
Yeah. So okay, it's used the word
Blaine.
understory.
Black Panther.
It's used the word understory in the kind of descriptions here, but that's one of the big learning points for the rainforest is the different parts, because so much of it is about access to light and water. So there is an active battle between every single tree and all the kind of like bullshit cheating tactics they use so they can get the light and water they need. We saw the strangling fig as one example. So learning the different layers of the jungle or of the rainforest is actually pretty critical, I would say, in terms of the learning value. But I guess the way that this is structured, where we're just kind of clicking around and finding out about the objects that live here, but not necessarily the theory. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's there's a bit of missing the forest for the trees, maybe.
Because that's not really so much of a big deal for the airport, because it's a kind of practical experience, right? There isn't a theory of there isn't theory of airport to learn.
Owls. Owls.
Oof.
Owl. Owl.
There's a little vocal fry on owls.
Owls.
Yeah, right.
Owl.
Says it so like almost kind of menacingly.
It might just be also the horrendous compression on the vocal file, but
Although
it feels
most
very...
owls are active only at night, this sparrow-sized bird hunts during the day. And while most owls stand very still, the pygmy owl rocks back and forth as it watches the trees for its next meal. When it sees a small bird, the owl quickly flies down and grabs the bird with needle-sharp claws.
Despite being
If a
sparrow-sized.
group of small birds spot the pygmy owl first, the birds will attack the owl and try to drive it out of the area.
Unless
That's
sparrows
called
are actually
mobbing.
quite large, but I never expected a sparrow to be particularly big.
No, I mean it is a quite small bird.
I mean, I guess this
it's
is...
just,
'cause it's-
nevertheless, she persisted.
I guess this is relative, right? Because if the hummingbirds and like exist, they're definitely going to be smaller than the sparrow.
Oh yes, hummingbirds. Yes.
What's
Sorry,
what's the plant that's on the far right? Oh, it's
Vanilla. Oh,
vanilla.
fun.
In the African rainforest, huh? Didn't know that.
Me either.
Cookies! Cakes!
Good. Very good.
Oh, did you ever play Parappa the Rapper?
No.
Parappa 2 specifically has a rap battle against somebody who's trying to turn the world into noodles, and your lyrics are specifically about literally anything else. So you're rapping COOKIES. Great tasting sweets flow straight to my chest.
I would not have guessed that was a thing that series included.
Oh my god. And also the beat for that
Woolly
stage
monkey.
goes so hard. I will link you to that stage after we're done with streaming today. That track genuinely rules.
Cacique.
Cacique.
C-A-C-I-Q-U-E. C. Birds.
I quite like that. They're like it's a bird. It's a bird. It's fine. It's fine. You don't need to
Yeah,
explain it. It's just a bird.
Every time I just want to hear how it's pronounced, and then it starts spelling it. I'm like, I gotta click off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's I am impressed at the kind of like encyclopedia style level of detail of the different range
Go ahead
of
and type in your name.
animals that are offered here.
Hey, let's play a game. What
Although
level
the
do you
delivery
want
of
to
them
play?
is a little fiddly, right? Like I've never heard of a cacique before.
This
but,
game is Jungle
Me either.
Jumble. Try to unscramble these words.
Uh-huh.
Click on a letter to pick it up. Move it to where you want it, and click
What
again
should be
to put it down.
cacique and a
As you-
similar?
The word is
Oh, well.
mosquito.
Oh,
Oh, it tells you.
Okay.
Fine.
M-O-S-Q.
stop. Okay, it's just like no. We're not doing that.
Let's welcome to
Oh, wow.
Anteater Feeder.
Mm.
In this game,
I
you're
love
a
the tongue
hungry
meter.
anteater
Look at the
trying to
tongue
get lunch. Keep an eye on the face at the bottom of the screen. It will show you if you like what you're eating.
Oh my god, it's a
Tongue shows
fucking
you how much
Wolfenstein
energy you have.
interface.
And the picture of the anteater
so
shows
funny.
you how full you are. Let's get started.
You know what I'm talking about? For
Uh-huh.
like the-
Oh, yeah.
Level 1. You need to get 5 of these 2 points.
Is it? Wait, are we overdoing it? I don't.
Good
Oh no
question.
no! We are getting
You
points for
got
all of
20
them.
and needed 5. Good job.
Sure, okay.
Level 2.
I was wondering
You
if it
need
was
to
kind
get
of like a punishment of like, oh, you overate, you've destroyed the ecosystem. Oh, jams.
Hi.
Oh, gross. What happens if you
Bye.
eat pie?
Oh, well, hold on. Did my score goes up. Okay, so you do want to eat pie.
It's funny that the animation is different, but the attention to detail there is quite high.
You got 20 and needed 5. Good job. Level 3.
Salt.
Oh, milk.
Milk.
Gross. Ugh. Unpleasant.
The noises.
No, I hate this. I hate this so
What
much.
is-
It's sound effects of
what-
wretched.
What is this tongue eater for?
I guess if you go too long without eating anything. But yeah, no, that sound sucks. Please stop clicking on this.
Okay. Okay.
Let's play another game.
That's the jungle, folks.
Oh, I had a visceral reaction to that. Jesus Christ. Macaw's pretty.
Anole.
Oh.
A-N.
I assume that would be an anole. I guess because we had the other.
Looking.
Oh God, what was the
Or-
other one called? The agouti, right? Yes.
Agouti. Ah, yes. The agouti with the booty. This one has multiple
Marked as an
pages.
endangered as well, which is interesting.
Yes, and if you click on endangered, then it will tell you what that means.
Ah. That means there are none left.
Well, no, it's if they can become extinct.
Yes,
that means
yes,
there are
yes,
none
yes, yes. Is there an entry specifically for extinct in the index? Or endangered,
Extinct.
rather?
left. Oh, come on,
No.
not for extinct.
Oh, sure.
No.
I guess a lot of these are, again, the thing that I think is maybe a flaw that I'm finding here. Clear cut is one of the words in this. Interesting. What was that even about? Icy. Right. Okay.
Mhm.
So there are instances of concepts that we can find. but for the most part, they are objects. They which is, I think, jarring, right? Like, they specifically had to introduce. That's actually quite funny.
Proboscis monkey.
They had to specifically introduce entries for the canopy, understory, and clear cut or true fall areas, because it's necessary for the like educational learning. But it would be quite difficult for you to like click on an object that is understory because it is a concept, not a.
Yeah, like you go
Like it takes
here,
you
there's-
to the understory. Yes, we even see the jaguar. And
But I don't think there's anything here that you can click on to go,
Yeah.
understory. Also, this guy is so cute. Oh my god.
After. Pecking.
It is a little guy.
It's a little guy. Also, this leopard looks great. The Black Panther earlier looked kind of
Goofy.
kind of doofy, but this guy's got it. Also, Zaboomafoo. Oh
Huh.
goodness.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's an animation, right?
It was a like puppeted kids nature educational thing, and I think it had
okay.
brief animation segments maybe, but it was primarily puppeted. Oh, it's an
Indri.
injury.
It's a type of lemur. Oh, also endangered.
Deafening. Chorus.
Yeah. No, it's interesting that this is definitely a lot more of specifically clicking on the very dense number of animals that are available in these places. Because like one of the other kind of big learning takeaways that tends to come from this particular learned topic is what items that we use in cities initially came from rainforests and jungles. So that, you know, that would be, you know, the peanuts and the pineapples and the potatoes.
The vanilla, yeah.
And being like, oh, I didn't know it came from there. Which, yeah, all kind of like interesting key topics that this is weirdly. I love how this has so much really interesting information, but the format I don't think is ideal.
Yeah, agreed.
This feels like it needs to be a bit more directed, maybe. Granted, though, if this was kind of centered around the find me mechanics of mudfish.
Coconut crab.
Oh, we found a dragon.
Mudskipper.
Mud skipper.
Yeah.
You.
And there's our wagon.
Land crocodile.
Full for day. Oh man, I know that feeling.
Also endangered, huh? I wonder if that's still true. Because
I also wonder if that's still true.
I know that there's like a whole thing about some animals, after we kind of intentionally intervened in their conservation, have stopped being in the endangered category. So those change over time. It was a really interesting. Earlier this year, I was in Edinburgh in Scotland for a trip with my partner, and I was like, let's go to the Edinburgh Museum, which is largely a kids museum, but it has a section on the history of fashion, and I was interested.
Of course.
My partner's a history fan more than like an anthropology person, but they had a section in the kind of like natural history and ecology section that was like skeletons of extinct animals. Because it's one thing to be kind of like, yes, a dodo is a thing that no longer exists. But it's another thing entirely to say a dodo no longer exists, but they existed recently enough where we can have a skeleton here and it's not a fossil. It's an actual like skeleton of a once living thing that we were able to put into archive, right? It kind of puts in an interesting perspective on how recent some extinct animals are. Tailoring birds. That's just a Pokemon.
I love they just
Love. Two.
love. I love just they love to sew.
Hi, Geese Breath. Thanks for hanging. This is
Hey,
I admit this is a very interesting energy of our retro streams. We're just kind of like basking in the vibes of a cozy old game.
There's so much. Oh, it's a bat. Or a flying. Yeah, okay. I initially was just like, oh, what's this plant? And then it opens its wings. I think these guys are very cute.
Yeah, there's even an orchid mantis there, I see.
True. Tell us about the orchid mantis. These
So
things are
pretty.
so aesthetic. They're so aesthetic. It's insane.
Like I struggle. There are kind of like
Enemies.
personal yuck points, right? I'm not too wigged out by like spiders, but some real life bugs, I'm like struggle. A centipede will fuck me up. I hate looking at those things.
Oh, sure. I do find that bugs that move very fast and kind of erratically, like if I don't feel like I can ensure, oh, this bug isn't going to just run up onto me right now, then I am probably going to want to be keeping good distance.
It's usually the bugs that don't exist in the UK that if I encounter externally, I'll freak out about. We don't have cockroaches in England. So
you
upon
bastards.
so upon like visiting family in Barbados as like a teenager and staying over somewhere, and there was like a cockroach on the wall in my room, and the way I
awful.
screamed, pulled my flip-flop, and then beat that motherfucker to death on the wall.
Good.
on reaction, and then I'm like, I am in someone else's home. I have just put cockroach guts
Relive.
all on the wall.
Time.
I'm so sorry. Because like I have been trained by pop culture to be violently terrified of cockroaches.
Yeah, kill on sight.
Because that is every like Cartoon Network, Animal Crossing, video game enemy looking ass, and
These are the symbols of filth.
to the point where I'm
Honest
like, well,
looking
now this
bird.
destroyed cockroach has made more of a mess in this place than if I'd left it alone, actually.
You say that, but
Yeah.
can we just? I love harpy eagles. They are
So serious looking.
They're so serious looking, and they're so fucking huge.
Did it have when I was talking about me being freaked out by bugs, I have missed, Jesus, loud. I missed the fun fact that the What Is This had about it, if there was one.
Oh, this isn't the harpy eagle. They're both king vultures. Okay. They're the
Oddest looking bird.
Oh no, I think it's because the king vulture was immediately behind it and there was a hitbox confusion.
okay,
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, good. I'm glad I can correctly identify a harpy eagle. Phew.
Can chase a monkey down. Damn.
It is amazing they don't run into a tree branch. They truly icons. One of the birds where I'm like, if only birds were like, yeah, actually, I want someone to give me a hug. I would love to hug a harpy eagle.
I miss a specific type of games, not quite pixel art, not full res, peak animations. True, I do appreciate the number of frames that these all have to kind of wiggle in the way that they do. And also that, in the same kind of energy, as I was talking earlier, that educational consultants would be very picky about that overmap being like, it's not a picture of the world, so there's no sense of place. a lot of it. I'm gonna have to. This waterfall is very loud.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's me volume mixing. The animals all very specifically looking accurate as they are. They are not cartoon animals that look roughly like the thing in the right place. As opposed to the information bug, who is not a real animal and can look like whatever. Until they like animate like clicking on the crocodile and then making it have the goofy cartoon face. It doesn't look like that by default. Super important.
That is a really good point. I just realized that I have not been clicking on the information bug.
Not many animals live up here in the pavilion. Considering how high up we are, I don't blame them.
Even higher than the canopy.
You know, actually, that's probably where we get information about the understory. By, let's see. Yeah, get up here.
That leopard sure looks comfortable, doesn't it? Wow, it looks like that tree pangolin has armor plating. Aw, what a cute little woodpecker.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
That leopard sure looks comfortable, doesn't it?
Interesting that it's doesn't directly discuss that kind of like theory part.
That feels like the opportunity.
Wow, look at the size of that frog. It's gigantic.
Again, accurate. Do we want to put let's explore the jungle with Buzzy down and move on to finally the farm?
We can go look at the farm. This game's really pretty. I appreciate the sheer range of animals that they've kind of put in, but I think the way that it's kind of organized the information, it is very easy to accidentally move from one ecosystem to another accidentally and then be kind of like, wait, through following, because we did that on accident, right? We started out in the Amazon jungle, and then through following one of the things in the index ended up in the Congo.
And just it did not had no idea,
and it did not vocalize that shift in location. Bad idea.
Yeah, I think I really appreciate the information that is there, and it's just a lovely game to look at. But it is, we've been banging that drum, and I think it's fair to say that structure is. Oh, that cow is branded. That cow is,
I mean, it was the style at the time? Question mark. Love to go to the farm and harvest hammer.
I love steering wheel.
Hi, everybody. I'm your guide.
He looks kind of worse.
This was the first one in the series. I don't think they got his art style down yet.
Questions. I found out lots of great stuff that way, and now I can pass it on to you. Today, I'll be showing you around the farm. The farm is where food is grown,
some of the pixel art
and
is
some
rougher,
animals live.
actually.
Pigs, chickens, and cows, they're all here. There's a lot to do and see in a farm, so we better get started. Let's go!
Though this one I think came out last.
Oh, okay.
Maybe this one was under development first. I don't know. But I think so far
looking at this shot, were you into pixel art much in your youth, Refi?
In what sense?
Just kind of like, did you ever try making any pixel art by yourself or learning like a tutorial or anything
little
like that?
bit, and I never invested a lot of time in that because it's something that I was like, oh, this is hard. I am not good at this. I'm going to stick to ripping Sprite off of the Spriter's resource and maybe recoloring it.
Yep. Real. Small stuff like line shape and consistency is one of those things that they kind of like good pixel art or at least refined artwork kind of details. So if you look at the kind of the dirt paths in that overshot, especially to the far left, and the black outlining is all super jagged and inconsistent. Maybe it's my kind of zoom view of it, but the lines of this feel much more much less refined than some of the others, like the pixel art is slightly sketchier.
I am inclined to agree. But let's
A dog.
a dog. What is this?
Dog. D-O-G.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I guess hound
Oh.
dog is a specific breed.
You know what? I think for this one,
We
why don't
need to yeah.
Go ahead and type in your name.
We're not doing
Hey,
eggs away.
let's play a game. Go ahead and
Me being absolutely like brain rotted by like difficult games and gambling and stuff like that. I was kind of like, the missing letter hit me like blackjack. Fully ignoring the very obvious picture of a hat. That was so okay. We are finding some shrubbery
And a wooden pole.
This is without
Chickens.
exploring the space. Oh, I think I already see it in that wide
Oh,
shot.
yes. Let me. Okay.
In the top right, the
Yes.
it is interesting that only
call.
one game randomized to find it true.
Congratulations! You found it. Let's find another.
Well-
It does randomize it, but you can just click on them.
Let's see if you can find this one. Good luck.
Glad
So
that
I
we
could
know
just-
that after we were in
Down
hell.
below is a picture of the item. Now you have to go find it.
That
That's
scarecrow, like all good scarecrows, looks fucking ominous.
Yeah, the legs being tangled is a little upsetting. Oh my god. How many of these carrots can you click on? Okay. A lot of them, but not all of them. Oh, Banui. Oh wow, you can just
It's
spawn
pouring
mice.
out mice. What's the dog doing? We have an infestation.
What that dog doing?
That's
man.
a post near
It's
the house.
killing- Oh, don't do that. Not here, though I do. I like the fact you get a beaver dam. Oh, you get to explore the beaver dam. Lovely. Yeah. Look at these guys.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
A very American animal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can even
Oh,
see the shift in water level that it's caused.
Damn.
Well, hot damn.
Two. Damn. Hi.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
Twirl.
Oh, what are you? Are
An
you an
otter?
otter?
Webbed.
Yes.
Furry.
Oh, said almost contemptuously.
Ah, yes.
Weasels.
The mustelid.
Mustelid.
Uh,
Thick.
and who are you? Are you supposed to be an actor? You're just a bird.
That's a very
Bird,
good emote to
birdie,
put
bird,
around around that
Body.
geese. Furry.
Bird.
Birds chirp and
Chirp.
sing.
Sing.
I mean, yes. It is. I guess they are metaphorical singers.
I guess it is fair to say they sing for a different purpose than we do, but still comes off as contemptuous. You know, like come on, you don't need to.
What is
Oh,
in the?
eh,
Yeah, well, there we go. That's definitely the item.
just need to click on the correct thing because we want to take us there. Where?
Oh,
where? There
I
we
was
go.
going to say,
Okay.
is it now pixel hunting to
Way
be able
to
to find
go!
that? It's now
a
difficult.
little bit. A little bit.
I do want to see what is in the basement of this house since
Yes,
the door is
I
open.
agree.
Okay.
We'll
Let's
get to
see
find
if
a
we can
hostage
this
scenario.
one. Good luck.
Let's see if is. Where?
I've kept the
below
farmer
is a
hostage.
picture of the
That's
item.
why you're able to
Now,
explore without him
find
getting
it.
his shotgun.
How somber. No music.
Oh. God, these stock sound effects. That like glockenspiel ring on the garlic
I was
onion
thinking
wreath
that too.
is a very
Preserves.
Rayman persimmons. That's a much more unusual. Yeah. You don't. They're hard to grow, right?
I guess I don't know. They're not things I typically see available, or at least if they are, I don't notice them.
Supermarkets here will have persimmons if they're in season. But yeah, I don't know what kind of bag, what kind of
Bag.
concept, what the climate they grow
Bag.
sensibly under.
B-A. Some.
Sorry. Oh, stop.
I thought the pink vials summoned a Cheshire Cat. Sure. No, apparently just a pig is in that vial. Which,
Yeah, you know, it's preserving a pig.
Pig jam.
That sounds like an album I would try.
The sequel to Cassiopeia's Mint Jam.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. These trees feel
They're
very
out in the wild. They were in the
findable.
distance.
It's down here, maybe down. Oh, okay, down there. Have you seen? Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
orchard. Nice. Makes sense.
threaten the man. Why does this bird have sky blue eyes and sky blue sclera? I should ask. Ugh.
I guess we can see what type of bird it is. You'd be like, this specific type of bird.
Is bird.
Just bird. Sure, fine.
This feels like it is at a lower learning level than the jungle.
And yet, mustelid.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, I was going to say, is that a
Oh.
beehive frame? Nice.
Bee.
Honeycomb.
Interesting question for you, Rafi.
Yeah.
Is honey vegan?
Ooh, man, our. I mean, I guess this is predicated under the idea of our insect animals, which I mean, I guess yes. Like in the same way where I would say, like, yeah, exactly what Geese Breath is saying. If milk isn't vegan, I don't see how honey is vegan.
Well, yes. There is the kind of argument for it being in the realms of acceptable is domesticated bees like that require human maintenance to function properly. You can't grow colonies like that. You can't have colonies maintain themselves like that without human intervention, even if you are actively not harming the animals involved. Because like yeah. There is the interesting thing of like honeybees versus native bees and whether they are compatible with each other.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Just yelling about
Good
the
for
sandwich being
them.
taken. This is an interesting question, Geese Breath. Like, do vegans keep pets for that reason or not?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because both dogs and cats are heavily domesticated animals. And this isn't necessarily a thing of like exploring the hypocrisy of veganism or anything like that. It's just an interesting kind of like I've always found it interesting as a thought experiment.
Was just gonna say, feels like an invaluable thought experiment. I think more chickens should make jet engine noises. By the way,
yes. No. I realize that. I find your input on that kind of sentiment is why I asked, chat. So don't worry in that kind of way. I was just kind of like, oh yeah. I wonder how folks feel about that kind of thing. Because despite what I was saying earlier about my dislike of certain types of bugs, I like bees and honeybees a lot. I think that their eusocial nature is fascinating. The fact that they are an animal that is, at least honeybees specifically, are symbiotic with humans in that really interesting way, even if that relationship is not technically vegan. I like that if workers in a hive are dissatisfied with their queen, they will collectively rise up and destroy her and put a new one in.
Oh my god, for real?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Let's go.
While the queen has full control over the hive, if the queen is bad at it, the hive will be like, nah.
Now, is that a mutiny, or is that, or is the hive unionized? I guess is the question that I should really be asking.
Who's to say how are honeybees paid?
I thought the swan just ribbited. No, okay. I'm going nuts trying to figure out where the hell
this
this
one
image
tree is. Fair.
Okay, but that one we can.
It feels more feasible. We're probably quite close by, actually.
I would imagine so.
Because there was those trees over to the in that shot that we were at before. Yeah, the copse over to the left.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, that's
Take
one
us
of the
back.
things we were introduced to. The idea that you have to sometimes click on something multiple times to get it. This is true.
Oh my god.
Bullied.
Congratulations! You found it! Let's find another.
Oh, yes. Depending on some types of honeybees, or bees in general, will
let's see
defend
if
their
you can
hives
Find this one. Good luck.
by, I guess, kind of like
Down below is a
Metal
picture
Gear
of
Solid
the
2
item.
microwave
Now,
hole
you have to
weighing
go
things.
Find it.
Because they are the amount of heat generated by the bees flapping their wings in close. That was very clever. That was immediate.
Way to
Thank you.
go.
The amount of
Let's
heat
find another.
that bees will generate by just vibrating their wings at high speed
let's
close
see if you
by
can find this one. Good
is
luck.
genuinely enough to cook a bug of equal size.
Oh my god.
So they will deal with wasps that way by just.
That. Oh man, that's really cool.
Found
Bee
it.
crowave, yes.
Microwave.
And this is why
let's see if you
Vesperquen
can
should
find
learn
this one.
Fire Punch. Vesperquen should learn Heat Wave, absolutely.
Yes, she deserves so much more coverage.
Just
God,
anything at all, truly. Just
I mean,
for such a cool mon. Dog shit stats.
dog shit stats, dog shit moves. Truly, women get nothing.
Like, how can this queen have 3 unique moves, genuinely unique moves, and be bad?
this. Can you think of where this would be? This device. Is that
It does look
light
like
at the-
Vesperquen deserves everything, actually, honestly. She needs the help, yes. She needs a mega evolution. She needs a new secondary typing. Oh,
I hope. Oh, hey. I hope people are not bothered by me rapidly clicking around the farm. By the way,
it's not enough to be a photosensitivity thing, and I do have a little pop-up for that if we do get there. Yeah, I don't know what that is. This is
put a chicken in your mailbox.
this comparatively is a very
aha, is it in here?
Let's see.
Maybe not.
The color story isn't quite right. No, we need to be somewhere more industrial than this for sure.
Yes. Oh, the exterior? No, can't go to the exterior there.
She needs a G-Max form, a personal Z move, a regional variant that's Dark Poison. She needs to be a pseudo-legendary with a BST 600.
Vespiquen should be able to hold the light ball and get benefits from it.
I mean,
Her
like,
and Pikachu.
There
that's it.
Are there any good bug flying?
I know Vivillon gets a little bit of usage as being able
like
to
a tailwind setter?
Sleep powder plus its ability that increases accuracy. If I
Compound
recall
Ice.
correctly. Yes, thank you.
Mm.
I don't remember what
Oh,
what
real
format
talk.
that is.
Real talk. Vesperquen changing her ability to Queenly Majesty would be better than nothing. Queenly Majesty is a very good ability.
Also, Yanmega has gotten some usage in some formats. I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
he's,
because it's got like speed boost to do shenanigans with you.
yeah, and it's got like some actual special attack.
Ooh, promising. It's in the toolbox. It's the players.
Yes.
Way
There
to
we go.
go. You found it.
It didn't
Let's
play that.
find another.
Ta-da!
Ninjask
Okay,
too.
let's see
Ninjask
if you can find
unfortunately
this one.
is
Good
built
luck.
like more like papier-mâché, even more so than Yanmega. It'll look at a stone edge and shit itself. So.
Yeah, I think Ninjask is a little gimmicky and doesn't
Because like back in the
necessarily
day,
actually
it
get the
was
job
using
done.
it to baton pass speed boost. Yeah. Because that was novel at the time. But it's kind of resolved that other things have managed to use speed boost in a more practical way without having to give it to another mon. It feels like this is where the horses are. It looks like a
that makes
horse
sense.
brush.
Horse.
Horse.
Sip. Drink. Shots.
Everybody.
Is it in here? Is it
Yeah, there we go.
yes, there we go. That horse. The in horse, not the
Way to
out horse.
go. You found it.
You have to
Let's
channel
find
your
another.
inner horse, Raffi, to be able to find it.
Okay, let's
Oh, a
ring?
lost
this
wedding
one.
ring?
Good luck.
Is the horse getting married? It doesn't look like it. Chat, would you marry a horse?
Who do we see the person ominous? Ominous and
Milk Hill.
unpleasant. Fucking we were talking about Rayman earlier, just two cartoon hands.
Oh no, I didn't want to hit that. Okay.
Butterfree
Wow,
is
they-
good for Brock, and yes, true. Weird that Butterfree is good against Brock entirely because it gets like confusion at a relatively low level. Because none of Brock's mon actually learn a rock move, otherwise Butterfree would be so done. That's largely what makes most bug flying like stuff pretty miserable, being 4 times weak to rock. As inaccurate as that is, rock types are. I don't think there's a single rock move that hits actually for 100%, yeah?
You don't think there's a what?
A rock type move that hits for 100 accuracy. Like most are 90 at best.
God, yeah.
Like Stone Edge might be 100, but otherwise.
No, Stone Edge is infamously called Stone Miss.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
You could just do that with every. You just call it rock miss slide or something.
Rock Miss. I thought it was lower than 90. I thought it was like the focus blast of rock moves.
I guess it just is. It continues to fail at critical ventures. Oh, sorry, it's not the mic. Inside the chicken coop is the floor a dark stone.
A dark stone to evolve in.
No.
No.
Oh, Easter eggs, I see. Where have we seen Lycanrock's signature? Oh, Accelerock.
Oh, yes, Accelerock. That's true.
I mean, I do not remember if Lycanrock is used for anything. Oh, Ancient Power is also 100, sure. It just has really low BP.
Oh.
That shouldn't be, like, spinning like that unattended, huh?
I mean, listen, that farmer needs to milk a cow, and who am I to say no? How do I
The
leave?
Stone Edge is 80. Okay, yeah, that's basically a coin flip in Pokemon, truly.
Yeah, that sounds more right. God, where is this shelf? It looks like, oh, the well? No. Oh,
Huh.
wow, look at this.
A prairie dog.
Prairie dog. Okay.
This is a very American farm.
Dogs. Prairie dog. P. Family.
SmackDown is 100. True. Never
Everyone
comes up
loves
very
SmackDown.
often. We're more likely to see.
Certainly not.
We're so much more likely to see use of gravity than SmackDown. God. Fucking in Sword and Shield, Alcor using gravity hypnosis combo on like a fucking G-Max Orbital. So obscure the use of Mon and its moves, but genuinely kind of scary.
My friends, I need help. I'm
Yeah,
looking for this ring. I'm
I
looking
mean,
for
you
the
know,
stone,
you
and I
can
have
always
nothing.
look at another item.
We can pivot to that
Singular
that
branch.
tree.
Although that feels here. No, not quite.
Close.
There is a yellow light below it, it seems.
Oh, good point on the yellow.
I still cannot believe that we just managed to not find one location. Oh, it's the orchard.
Oh.
Like, it feels it would be maybe making a
That's only
branch
the yellow,
pop
though.
out if we click a tree, maybe. No,
only
no,
yellow
different
is
kind
over
of
here.
different kind of yellow. Different kind of yellow. The one in the picture has an outline to be granular about it, I guess. So we need to find an area where there is yellow in the background that's outlined. The crack in the stone. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It feels like that should be a useful clue, but we're yet to
It sure does feel that way, doesn't it?
I mean, you know, they found they decided these with some intention.
Email for you, Lan.
Oh, hi Toys, what's good? Hey, it's been
Hey,
a hot
Toys.
second. Good evening. For those who are I guess just tuning in, who don't know who we are, I am your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
And I am your agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
And this is the New Uncasted Twitch channel where we are doing a new vibe. We're piloting a new show series, Caster's Classroom, where we're checking out nostalgic edutainment games from the 90s on the PC. Currently, it's Rafi's turn. We are looking at a collection, a trio of junior field trip games, which are mostly just kind of explore some locations and find out some fun facts about the jungle, the farm, and the airport, which is very much one of these things. It's not like the others in terms of a location.
We found that there is a little bit of a hide and seek mini game, and it is driving us kind of insane. We're trying to find this branch.
Oh, thank
at
you for the
bottom
sub,
here.
Toys. Much appreciated.
Oh, lovely.
Online, just subscribe.
That's actually
Using
a great
Prime as well. Wow. I mean, we could go through the whole spiel of like, oh, have you considered using your Amazon Prime sub? Genuinely, the number of people I know who are actually subscribed to Amazon Prime these days much lower. So I appreciate you spending on us. Thank you. Yeah. No, the pixel hunting is real. Weirdly enough. I mean,
It has turned this into a hardcore experience.
a hardcore experience is where we can see this one tree branch. Also,
We also
to
get to
kind of
learn about
loop back
prairie
Toys in
dogs.
terms of like the conversation we had about kind of emulation. This game specifically is running on Scum VM and is an official like Steam release. I, on the other hand, have fully on my machine managed to get a virtual machine of Windows 95 going to be able to do some CD-ROM games. So next time we do one of these, which is probably going to be next Thursday, I will be picking a game. I have not decided which game yet. So yeah. No, I've gone through I've personally gone through the process of trying to get the emulator running, but this one is definitely a Steam has it kind of situation. but there were specific games I was looking for, you know? Oh, Read Only Memories is a very cute game. I enjoyed that game a lot when I played it.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Got that one.
You found the branch.
Congratulations! You
No, I changed it to the third
No,
one.
no,
and
no,
now
no.
it's
Yeah,
just these
Yellow
remaining
King.
two.
Yellow King has
Okay.
gone like
Oh,
found
see
the
if you can
branch.
find
Oh, goddamn.
one. Good luck.
So I have not played the sequel. I've played the demo for the sequel, where Mind Hunter or whatever it's called. Oh, it's in the Beaver Dam. Okay, fair enough.
That's not how you spell beaver, but yes, good call.
Go! You found it.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
find another.
So
Okay, let's
the
see if you
second
can
I do
find
want
this
to
one.
play,
Good
because I
luck.
played Read Only Memories was actually one of the first games we streamed on channel, actually. So in that way, it's kind of like special or whatever. The sequel has been less well received, which is unfortunate considering how much longer it took to come out, and the actually pretty broad gap of time between the demo releasing and this game releasing. Can you expect the coal pile?
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, and I do want to check it out. I think I have it in my library. It's just, you know, getting around to it. Like it's a more linear experience or what have you. Because even though there is, you know, a handful of there's a canonical route that exists in Read Only Memories that you'll generally get to as long as you follow along. There's a number of different endings that you get based on, you know, who you talk to, who you piss off, and some decisions at the end of it. They're all quite interesting, actually. They are pretty notably different depending on your opinions on AI rights, or at least at the time of the setting. That apparently is not so much the case for the sequel, but might be worth playing anyway. You know, more of that pixel art vibe, more of the music. I don't know if Too Mellow does the music for the sequel, because he did do the music for Read Only Memories.
Oh, fun.
Ah, actually, yes. This area here, that kind of the brick area that you can see where the pig pen is.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that can be
Oh,
zoomed into
God.
further anywhere.
Good point.
Like, can you zoom
Take it
into that
there.
area on there? No? Okay. Because that's like that's the darkest brick that we've seen so far.
That's such a good call. There's not really any dark stonework in here.
Mm.
The chip makes me think it's not on a machine.
Try the bridge on the map.
Oh.
Have we explored the... Oh.
Oh my god.
my god. Again, Yellow King Hunter coming in with the
Okay.
genius plays. Ha!
We're gonna marry the rat! We get to marry a rat! Oh my
Way
god,
to
look at
go.
these
Good job.
JPEG.
Wahoo.
Those look terrible.
The trailer is really useful.
Hooray!
The trailer gives all of the info of all the places
Wow,
you can
that's-
go.
Excellent! You found them all! Let's find more!
No,
we're not doing
we're
that.
not doing that.
Okay, let's see if you can find this one. Good luck!
Oh man. Now, okay, we're clicking stop playing.
Do you
I
want to play
want to look at what eggs away
The
is real
arcade game,
fast,
yeah.
but
eggs away? Try to catch as many of the eggs as you can before they hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect this is going to be really boring. I cannot believe I saw those. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I saw these rows and was like, "Is this going to be like Hotel Mario?"
Oh, sure.
It's like, no. Look at this poor straining chicken.
You only ever need to, or at least for round one, you only need to do 6. Fair enough.
Yeah, let's see what happens when one drops.
And it counts for the.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
That was
Okay.
fun! Let's go explore some more.
Hmm.
Hey,
I just thinking about you saying hit on that again.
Hit me.
Hey,
Hit me.
let's see how you're
Oh my god. Oh, you can 100% this in terms of there are 100 trivia questions. There are 110 find its.
No,
There are
no.
just- we are not doing that.
They need you to be able to do things so you can return to the game later.
Gosh, wow, okay.
So,
Oh boy, I think bridges are neat. I wonder what we'll find by this one.
you think bridges are neat?
Fungi.
Um, okay, thought. Where is a relaxing screen on this that you want to go to so we can do our little wrap up?
Hey, you know what?
I do. You know, truly. I am glad that there was a
Yes.
weird energy of like, oh, there's a genuinely difficult thing that this game is asking of us, but
And I think, I think looking at the swans at the pond,
yeah, relaxing.
that'll do. And yes, I am also good to be done.
So,
Who's this guy?
because you didn't. This is not one of your nostalgic games, Rafi. This is just kind of
Not-
like,
not these
let's dive
specifically.
in to a thing that would be good streaming content. What did you feel about this?
Yeah, I mean, I am nostalgic for Humongous Entertainment and getting all of those goofy, like, wow, I get to click on all of these things and get these wacky stock effects and have all these funny things happen. It's like, yes, that's something I have a fond memory for. And this does feel like something that, as a kid, it would be rewarding to. I think if you were really interested in the topic, being able to click through and try and find everything and get information could be quite fun. If it does feel like you'd kind of need to be at just the right time to be really into it and get as much as you can out of it, thinking of this farm is very clearly targeted for a very young age. Jungle was a good bit higher. Airport was still on the higher end, but felt like it had maybe more accessibility to it.
Yeah.
So yes, you go ahead.
No, thinking about this in terms of educational material, if our baseline is a speaking encyclopedia on a topic, this does pretty well. I do appreciate the fact that pretty much every notable object in this game not only has it discuss what it is out loud, but also has a full explanation of it, and the way that it does the explanations, at least for Airport, and for this as well, is to the standard that would be for kind of like definitions for kids of the age group. Rainforest goes too hard in the paint with a lot of its descriptions. I think it's definitely the information in it is really good and interesting, but
And the
that
sprite
level
art.
of information would need to be in a game that is more challenging for the people that would appreciate it. So if this game had more challenges or more complex things to do, and then also provided that information, I think that would be a really good match. But unfortunately, this is a bit too simple for the complexity of the thing it's trying to tell you, and that balance is actually really difficult to do. Somebody who works in education but is not necessarily an educator, you're like, oh, this thing would be so much more interesting if it did this idea or had this mechanic in it, and then you have to always continually pull yourself back from, oh, if it had this idea, that idea is too complex for the age group you're trying to reach, or vice versa, and having to make that balance is a really big part of it. So it just seemed, unfortunately, that Rainforest was one that mismatched. The way that they had to not do a world map so they could get all three of their separate jungle ideas in one place was like indicator number
Bummer.
one that they shot too high for what they were trying to achieve.
You're entirely right. By the way, check out this like 20 pixel horse over here. They're great.
Breathtaking.
Just
Just
they've
a
got
little
some very-
wiggle to
very good
indicate.
animations over there. Yeah. I said multiple very good animations. It's really a very good. Oh, there we go. Never mind. That's two. But yeah, no, it does. It is kind of heartbreaking. Where I'm like, oh, I think the jungle was. Oh, excuse me. The jungle was very intriguing, and it was really, really just nice to see all of those lovely animations of those animals, and then to go like, what is that? And then I get to go and see. But it is also true that I think the reach did not meet the grasp.
Yeah, I will actually give kudos to the as folks in the chat have mentioned, the kind of like quality of all the animations, and the fact that there are enough to make the space feel alive. It's not just like one thing. It is the reflections in the pond wiggling. It's the water wheel. It is the ducks moving semi-randomly. It is the little horse in the background grazing and like rearing up occasionally, entirely before we even click on anything, and it makes the place feel really alive, and that's really nice. Even the airport being a much more urban environment, and so things less likely to be moving around on their own. We had like the people just kind of moving through the space doing what they were doing just to kind of make the place feel lived in, and that's a really nice attention to detail, especially in a game this early. Not a game I would like, I don't think, if I was a kid. Maybe I would go in hard for the rainforest one, but it would be after. And actually, I think this will probably inform what we'll play next time. Let's go play, I think, my first edutainment game. The Magic School Bus Explores the Rainforest was my first one, and I think that kind of what gave me a childhood enthusiasm for ecosystems. So we can go and play that next time, and we can make a compare and contrast about how that does the same kind of learning. Because the curriculum and age group is exactly the same, but the approach taken is oh so slightly different, so we can compare and contrast. Yeah, all the other kind of things I would otherwise want to say about what this is as a game about educating people, I kind of brought up in across the stream. The first one was a maths and science one with a Merlin and Camelot theme. Oh sure, yeah. The kind of range of edutainment PC games available at this particular age group are all quite interesting. Getting into a thinking things situation and stuff like that. The Lost Mind of Dr. Brain and all that jazz. But for now, are there any other weird question to ask? Are there any questions, Raffi, that you wanna ask me as somebody who works in education, if that makes sense? Is there a facet I haven't brought up that you're curious about?
Man, that's a really good question. Man, I guess. I do briefly want to say that now that I'm looking through the index, it's really interesting seeing the, like, I guess, ratio of basic vocabulary of, like,
Bag
and
apple
versus, where was it? Carding brush, which is not a thing that I'd heard of. And also very funny seeing crawdad, which is a pretty regional term. Okay, but they say, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, do you have any insight on how kids typically react to highly unstructured experiences like this? You know, is this something that is there anything of like, oh, kids are more likely to enjoy the ability to explore at their own pace, or is this just or you know, vice versa, or is this just a, well, you know, they're individuals, so some kids will enjoy that more and some kids will.
I mean, clicking on things to do stuff is still a prevailing thought even now. Some of the like interactives that we make In fact, one of the big history ones is both a directed hunting and finding stuff, but they establish the hunting and finding via you clicking in the scenes and dragging stuff around. And that kind of exploratory sense is definitely engaging. So kids like being able to explore the environment by clicking things and seeing what happens. I guess for this, it is fun animations you get by clicking on things. Whereas I think now it is maybe more driven by getting a countable, collectible reward is usually a big driver. It is one thing to say you can click on an animal and then you will read the information about the animal. It is another thing to say there are 50 animals. Can you find them? And every time you find one, you get the animal fact that is in a little Pokedex that you can review at any time. Is so much more of the prevailing thought now. However,
That is.
this does go hand in hand with reading fatigue, especially at this particular age. Even if this is being read to you, there'll be a certain point where a kid will be like, oh, I'm physically tired from reading this amount of information, which is why the rainforest one is also a bit of a mismatch. And will, if there is a reward for looking at the thing, they will look at it, not read the information, and then move on to go and find the next thing. So it is a really, really knife edge between of rewarding them for finding the information and not giving them so much information that they won't read it. Is a balance for sure.
That makes sense. I do want to note something that's interesting here is something you'd kind of mentioned earlier that I think was done well in the rainforest or in the jungle version, where you would see making sure the animals are on model and not cartoonified, except for like if you click on them. And here you have some pretty accurate barn owls. That did not mean the good.
Good.
Except they're yeah. I mean, okay. This is pretty. It's pretty good.
Owls.
But this is not a barn owl. That's like a cartoon great horned owl, and they don't hang out in barns. So it's a little strange to me that they biffed that one.
You can the educational consultant for this is definitely different. Like the one for they clearly for the rainforest jungle, was kind of like, okay, we need to find somebody who's knowledgeable about jungle specifically, and they're like, these animals need to be accurate or you're wasting your time. Whereas for this, they were like, we know what a farm is. We don't necessarily need to go to an educational consultant to think about the things that exist on a farm. And you can tell that they have looked at a very specific farm, considering the number of the specific regional animals that are nearby.
Yes.
I would find this confusing as a kid, actually. I'd be like, I've never seen a beaver before in real life. Hey, Dad, if we went to, like, the farms outside of London, would we be able to find a crawdad? My dad would be like, no, what's a crawdad?
Yeah. Yeah, this one does belie a certain expectations on where the audience is.
And I guess this is the concern behind British Carmen Sandiego, is the idea of like, oh, if this is so Americanized, it's not going to be processable. And that's actually a thing that we come up a lot in our educational content, is the realization or acknowledgement that a lot of generally available online media is made in the US. And then it is either through a cultural or just a curricular lens of being very American. Because what might for a 9-year-old learning about the jungle and what is on the curriculum for that will be different, not just from country to country, but even from nation to nation. The curriculum for England is different from that of Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. It's largely the same, largely the same, but certain bits and pieces are different, especially for stuff like history or geography. So this might have the jungle one might have released internationally, but I think if they tried to release this one, or even the airport one, actually, the way that airport works are different from UK airports in some small ways. You'd run into a wall about that. They'd be like, this would not work with an English or a British English audience. They'd look at that and be like, not real, fake. I still haven't actually seen a beaver in real life. And
Really?
it will be weird when I eventually do.
We're more than happy to have
Oh, thank you, Batlord, for the follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Castor, you're such a gay stereotype.
Shut up. Not what I meant. You didn't need to do that, but I appreciate that you've done it anyway, Batlord. Thank you. I've talked about this before when I was at Gen Con in 2023, and like at an American, like just at a street crossing in Chicago, the most generic thing potentially available, and like a school bus was at a crossing, and I was like, I have seen all of this contextually in TV and films and cartoons and video games my entire life, but I have not actually seen it in person, even though I know it is a real object. And it is actually genuinely quite strange when there is an object that you know so well because you've gained that knowledge abstractly but have never witnessed firsthand. I wonder if this is in the distant future when humanity lives on space stations and all of human knowledge is available in a digital format, whether they will look on the beaches of Earth through photographs and videos and video games, but will never truly experience what it's like itself. And on that note, good time. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Could I close us out with Salt Lick?
By all means.
Animals love to eat salt, and it's an important part of their diet. Since they can't use salt shakers, the salt is kept in blocks. A quick lick of the tongue makes a salty snack for a horse.
So, nebulous animals.
This is phrased so weird.
You could just say, I would genuinely have more respect for it going ungulates.
Nourishment.
Hooved animals, but yeah. The idea that it's just animals nebulously like salt. Huh?
If you don't like salt, it ain't an animal.
A prerequisite of it being an animal. How do you know if it's animal, mineral, or vegetable? Well, does it like salt?
I mean, I do get the impression vegetables hate salt, so.
Well, you know,
and minerals all salt.
Sometimes vegetables want to be tasty. We're gonna go and see who else is streaming some retro video games, because that might be a nice way to go and pass things on. Final Fantasy Tactics. What? Very nebulous understandings of what is retro. You are fully streaming Mario Kart World, my friend.
I mean, you know, it's
the
old.
retro courses
come out today.
Does not count.
Yeah, also interesting seeing Salty Bet is streaming retro, and I'm like,
in a very remixed form. Yes. I'll ask chat. Actually, I'm pretty laissez-faire about this. What about slugs? What division does that put them in? I mean, oh yes, in terms of their love of salt. Very true. Oh, this is a screen we've not seen. We could have fully been gotten by this. Yeah, either chat or you, Rafi. Is there a person you would like us to push to today? To go close out the show. That's a good
question.
Slug's a vegetable. Ugh. A banana slug is a vegetable.
Oh, watching an old a PS1 wrestling game could be fun.
Oh, Momoka. Sure. Yeah.
Go and unfollow, sheep.
Momoka.
When we go through with the raid, we all have to ba when we get through.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I remember these games playing like a WWE on the N64 and just fully not understanding how that game worked mechanically at all. Okay, we're gonna go start that right now. The chat is calling this custom wrestler Milk Gat, so look forward to that, everybody. I have been your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
I have been your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
This has been the Neon Castle Twitch channel. Thank you so much for checking out our new format of Classes Classroom, and we will see you next time with the Magic School Bus explores the rainforest. But until then, farewell. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.